Hey guys, how you doing? Thank you for tuning in. Agatoki, Distorted, good to see you guys. Thank you so much for being here. I'm gonna start soon. Alright, man, what time is it? It's almost 9 p.m. This is a late start, huh? This is crazy. I'm gonna let this song finish. There's like a minute left and then we'll start the stream. Hello, Requiem Lich. I'm gonna run the montage and then we're gonna jump in. Thanks again for hanging out, guys. Thank you for tuning in. All right, hey guys, how you doing? Happy Saturday. How's everybody doing? You know, it just hit me. I think I should probably be running that montage at the very end of the stream instead of the very beginning because generally, I don't hit my peak viewer like total until like the middle of the stream. And so it's more likely that more people will see that montage if I play it at the very end. And so, because at the very beginning when I'm just starting, that's when the least people are here because people are still maybe they haven't even gotten the notification yet. So I might start doing that. Maybe we'll start running it at the very end of the stream as an outro montage instead of an intro montage. Maybe I should just have like a short intro montage, something really, really short, because that like minute and a half long montage that I always play, it's a good way to like, hey, the stream's over, you know, get out. Show's over, party's over. But let me go over here to my monitor. Team Fortress 2 is having some thing or whatever. Don't care. Love Team Fortress 2, but don't care. Thank you so much for tuning in, by the way. Distorted, Agatoki, Requiemlich, how are you guys doing? What's something that you are up to this weekend? Personally, I have been a depressed Yankees fan recently. Thank goodness we won today. I needed that win. I needed our win today just for my mental health. Like, thank goodness. And then tomorrow we've got my favorite pitcher, Max Fried, pitching, so that'll be a good game. I'm going to watch that. So what are we doing today? Great question. We are continuing our no skill tree playthrough of Stellar Blade, where I was creating a bunch of save states. Here, as you can see, this is what we did last time. So I have 20, actually I have 22 save states. I thought I had 21. So yeah, we got all these save states, and I'm going to make a few more save states, and then I'll package these together and upload them. I could have an intro and an outro. Yeah, maybe I need a different kind of, or it could be something entirely different for the outro. I could just keep using that as the intro and then put something else for the outro. The thing is that I worked so hard on that intro, I'd rather more people see it. So I think it makes more sense to put it at the end and then create like a short sizzle reel for the intro. I don't know. We'll see. But let's go ahead and just jump into 1.1.0. Close my browser. Don't need that open again. I have like 7 different tabs open researching micro switches because I've been wanting to upgrade my... Actually, hold on. Let me talk about this. Hang on one sec. While people are still filing in. So for anyone who is interested in fighting games at all, here is my fight stick that I normally play on. Get that out of the way. So this is the usual one that I use. It's the Street Fighter Cross Tekken stick. When Street Fighter Cross Tekken came out, they released 2 different sticks. One is like really, it's like much wider and flatter. This is the pro one, which has this nice lip, which is comfortable. And it's pretty light because the body's mostly plastic. There's aluminum at the bottom, whatever. Here, I keep my hat stickers, by the way. So anyway, I have a Korean lever on this, and this Korean Taeyong short collar lever, it by default comes with, I'm going to talk about this is so up, like you wouldn't even know what the hell the brand Gersung is if you haven't modded sticks before, but it comes with these switches called Gersung A2 switches. They're not the best. I have not really minded them, but then I've been researching like, oh, there's Gersung A3 switches, there's Omron switches, and so I wanted to try them out because they're not expensive, so I can just mod them in and try them out. So that's what I'm probably going to do soon. So I've been researching the different ones, and like they're not, it costs like $10 for a set of them, so I just want to try out some different switches. So that's what I've been researching today, as a little aside, for anybody who's even moderately interested in that kind of stuff. But now I promise we're going to actually jump into Stellar Blade. How would you guys rate Wuchang? Haven't played it yet. Hey Loki, thank you for tuning in. Been chilling this weekend, beat Wuchang Fallen Feathers, and finally got to play Expedition 33. Oh, very nice. How are you liking Expedition 33? Don't worry, we're very spoiler conscious here, so I will not talk about any spoilers in general in games that are not what we're playing. But I'm going to do my first playthrough of Expedition 33 soon as well, and I'm looking forward to that. I watched my fiance play the whole game, so I know the story, but even when I start my first playthrough on stream, I'm not going to talk about the story until, like, I'm not going to talk about story beats that have not happened yet in the stream, just to keep it kind of more, you know, spoiler conscious. Okay. The screen went black because I unchecked my monitor capture. I like using game capture instead when I'm on PC. Something about it feels more efficient. Also, we got a 41th channel member recently. Who could that be? Because last time we were at 40. I don't know who it is, so I can't thank them properly. Does it say here? Let me go to my actual YouTube app. Oh, Dev rejoined. Thank you so much for that, Dev. I don't know where they're at, but I remember when they joined like a month ago, so I appreciate that. Okay, let's actually begin. Let's start a new timestamp here. We're at 14 minutes. Call this one gameplay, so I can do my timestamps afterwards. You'd rate Wuchang 8 out of 10. Did you finish it, Agatoki? I don't remember. Oh, you just beat all the bosses for the 3rd area in Wuchang. How many areas are there? Finally recovering from a bad eczema/skin outbreak that you've been suffering for months. Damn, that sucks, man. Play the open B6 beta. Oh, Battlefield 6. Isn't that like a return to form for Battlefield, kind of? That's my understanding of it. I saw this funny SpongeBob meme where it was like, this is what we've wanted this whole time, because the other Battlefield 2042, I think? 2024 or 2042? I guess 2042 makes more sense because that's more in the future. I think that game was a disaster, right? Oh, Wuchang has 5 areas. If you're doing quests, some bosses you need to summon on them. You earn half the quest because of that on Fallen Feathers. Wait, so for certain quests you have to summon. If you do them solo, you screw up a quest line? Huh. That's a kind of a cool way to encourage players to, hey, just summon, don't be stubborn. But at the same time, if you just have fun with no summons, kind of brutal that you're missing out on quests, right? Or like, you know, finishing a quest line, potentially an achievement, I don't know. We are going to play Wuchang at some point, by the way. I do plan to play that game. So yeah, this is the setup that we're rocking. Just keeping it very simple because I haven't touched our skill tree. The whole point of this exercise is, again, creating the save files. And at the same time, anytime if someone downloads my save file pack, they can download or they can research their exact skills that they want. So the only thing that I've been getting are like the essentials, pretty much just the drone upgrades and my weapon upgrades. That's it. I got 1 gear slot. I got 2 gear slots, but I'm only using 1. And here's what we have for the guns. All right. And now we can go to the desert, right? Yeah. Okay, let's go. Let me double check. Hold on. What are my graphic settings at? I don't remember. I mean, I am targeting 120. All right, nice. We'll keep it like that. And I have frame gen off. Okay, beautiful. That's what I want. For some reason, frame gen isn't like beautiful. It's not perfect in this 1.1.0. I've had a better experience on the newer patches. It reminded you a lot of Battlefield Bad Company 2, which came out before Battlefield 3. I remember that game. I didn't play it, but that's Battlefield Bad Company. Those are the ones where like the environment is very destructible, right? Oh, that's your favorite shooter. Cool. You're also playing Stellar Blade. Right now you're attempting the pipe jump that you were attempting last stream in Matrix 11. Ah, okay. Distorted, are you doing it at 120? Or are you like practicing it at 60 FPS? I'm assuming you're playing on PC. Alright, now, should I create an autosave here? No. What I'll do is I'll create it in front of Shael. What the hell? Oh, dude, I know what's happening here. I've got the wrong... Okay, yeah, now we're back. I had my... This is a DualSense Edge controller, and it saves the profiles locally on the controller, which is pretty cool. And so, I had the setup for Ghost of Tsushima, which is all weird, but I just switched it back. I remember that I have it on X. So, let me go ahead and reboot, because I don't want to waste that grenade. Even though it's not like very consequential, I want to save the grenade. Gotta do 3 playthroughs for Stellar Blade, all new game plus stuff, and 2 other endings. You know, at some point I gotta run through and actually collect everything again on PC. I have not done that yet. The closest that I've gotten is, well, when the PC version came out, we did the whole Platinum speedrun, which is very cool, but you know, for the Platinum, you don't need that many databank entries. You only need, you know, so many. You need 200. Gotta play Stellar Blade yourself. Only did 1 playthrough on PC, so a bunch of stuff to unlock still, yeah. Likewise. Is that guy still chasing me? No. Yo, do you guys remember there was that highlight when the lurker actually chased me up through just a metal platform? Actually, it was over there when we were grabbing the Suppression exospine. And it chased me through the metal. Like it was digging through the metal. Didn't make any sense. So that was pretty funny. I don't think I ever made a YouTube short about that. I should. My full collection playthrough could be a part of my save pack. Yeah, I mean, if I, like for the current patches, I could do that if that would help anybody. There is, I don't think I'm not gonna do that on 1.1.0 unless I like learn the entire route for everything on the current patch, because that's where I would want to do it first on the current patch, where I have access to everything and the DLC, and then maybe we can come back here and do that one day, but we'll see. Let me equip my shotgun, touch the camp. If you didn't know, you can just touch the camps even if you haven't activated the solar tower. It still gives you an autosave, as you can see in the bottom left. Then I'll come in here, go to my save manager, and import save state. I'm going to rename this one. Alright, so this is number 23. I'll call this one Shael. Shael and Abyss. Perfect. So for anybody who wants to practice Shael, they can, no problem. Ghost of Tsushima DLC Legend. You were playing before Wuchang Fallen Feathers and Expedition 33. Trying to get the trophies for them. I'm planning to do the DLC for Ghost of Tsushima. Whoa, okay, we gotta lock in here. I missed 4 of those parries. One, 2, 3, 4, jump, and 5. I almost messed that up. Messed up the second aim cancel. Good damage. Let's practice her 10 string. One and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7, 8, delay, and 9. It's a 9 string, not a 10 string. What am I talking about? I want her to do it again. Practicing this stuff low stakes on normal is nice. That's something I have not talked about, actually. The value of this playthrough. For me. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, 7 and 8. Delay, and 9. Alright. More or less got it there. She's really slippery. It's almost like the game is preparing you for UN, isn't it? Her dodges are very UN-esque. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, 7 and 8. Delay, and 9. Alright. Close enough. I'm happy with that. Again, we are playing on... Let me get to Abyss first and I'll talk about it. Whoa, sorry, my Nightbot is spamming. What's up with that? You missed 1 camp? It's brutal. For me, my last camp that I had to find was... It was here in the desert. Can't remember. It's on stream somewhere, but... Can't remember what it was. Anyway, so as I was saying... Some of the value in this playthrough, not only am I creating a save file pack that should help others who are getting into speedrunning, but it also helps me to learn the bosses again, because, you know, I haven't been playing Stellar Blade very much lately. And so by doing a normal difficulty playthrough, you know, in other words, low stakes, where I can take hits with no skill tree, I can learn the tight timings again, because obviously since we don't have a skill tree, we don't have focus boost or reflex boost. So it's all the tightest timings possible. So it's very valuable just for me as well. This isn't purely community work, it's self-serving too, because I'm getting to practice. So... By the way, does anybody know, is Jedi Survivor, or yeah, Survivor, is that on Game Pass? PC Game Pass? I could just ask Google. Then again, now that it's Gemini and not Assistant, it'll probably give me some roundabout answer that I'm not looking for. Because my plan was to get a trial of Game Pass on PC. and then play Wuchang Fallen Feathers that way. But while we're at it, if Survivor is on there, we could do a 2-for-1 and play Survivor plus Wuchang. We could do that. So yeah, lots of games that I want to play. But honestly, Expedition 33 is going to come first. Like, to be completely honest, that's more of a priority. So I wouldn't play Wuchang until I've already finished Expedition 33. Which I'm planning to do on hard difficulty. These guys are optional, you don't gotta kill them. But yeah, as far as the Yankees go, you don't know, I'm a baseball fanatic, especially a Yankees fan. Hang on, I thought these guys were optional. Maybe I just didn't do that correctly. I am certain, I have done this many times where I don't kill those creepers. And they just leave me alone, but that guy chased me in particular. So I don't know what that's about. But anyway, today was Old Timers Day, which is always fun. They actually played like a little game today. Like, they played some baseball, which was entertaining. Unfortunately, Mariano Rivera got injured. Crazy. I saw an injury update for Mariano Rivera in the year 2025. Can't believe that. Poor Sandman. He like hurt his Achilles heel. Or like his Achilles tendon. So that's unfortunate. You started at 60 but no results and got it once at 120, still trying. You also found another platform to land on. Has no use but fun bug to find. Yeah, with that skip, if you're playing on New Game Plus and already have Talkie Mode, there's a much easier way to do it. That just you activate Talkie Mode. Basically, jumping to the pipe to the left of the door that you're... I'm not doing a great job describing this. Okay, so you know how in the current skip that you're learning right now, you're jumping on that silver pipe between the silver and red pipe, right? And then you jump over to the left to that upper platform. Well, there's a pipe to the left of that upper platform. When you're facing the platform, there's like a red or yellow, silver piping. You can jump on that, jump over a banister, land on that platform, and then activate Talkie Mode, and then jump around to get onto the same platform. So it's, instead of attacking from the right side, you're attacking from the left side. And, you know, Talkie Mode is really nice because you have so much height. And, frankly, horizontal distance. It's just really powerful because when you're in Talkie Mode, you also have like higher sprint speed. So you go very fast, and so like you just carry more momentum, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Oh, that was nice. The platform was at the correct slope angle for me. I got hit, that sucks. I'm glad this isn't hitless. That would have been kind of tilting. Now we wait. But yeah, I could not get that to work at 60, so good luck with that. Let me know if you can get it. Actually, speaking of that speedrun tech, I still have to upload the clip. I haven't even edited it yet. This is more of a priority. Yesterday, the priority was Ghost of Tsushima. Because if I didn't play it yesterday, I would have... Not yesterday, the day before yesterday. Had I not played Ghost of Tsushima when I did, I would have not been able to play for like the whole week. And it gets sketchy. I don't want to go forgetting the control scheme, you know? Just keeping it simple here. Let me walk through these guys. There we go. Actually, I will pull out my slug. Slug ammo first. But anywho, even though today's a Saturday, there was construction going on until freaking late. So, yeah, it's lots of hammering today. It's really like mental warfare. Some of this hammering noise. Okay, so there's the autosave that I wanted. I'm gonna call this one lasers. For anybody who would want to practice the lasers, because you might want to be honest. Import save state. Rename. And this is going to be number 24. Abyss lasers. Okay, there we go. In fact, while we're here, let's practice it a little bit. I want to see if I can get this to work. Again, we tried it last time, but I failed miserably. I'm trying to jump in between those two lasers. Because, yeah, no, last time we did... The first playthrough we did on 1.1.0, which was the cutscene one. That playthrough, I did try this for like 10 minutes and I just could not get it. So... I would imagine it still works though. It's such a niche, really hard to... Like, I don't even know how you would patch that. You want to be kind of close. Maybe that wasn't close enough. In fact, this you know what? Let me test something. Could this one be easier on 60 FPS? Wouldn't that be so crazy? Because I've only ever done this on console at 60 FPS. And not even really 60. Balanced mode on console was like 55 to 60 FPS. Not quite. Get my fight stick out of the way there. Anyway, so for anybody who follows Tekken, you know, Armor King looks really cool. I did it? Oh. I wasn't expecting that to work, to be honest. I really... Okay. I was talking about Armor King and I immediately just... I entered like a flow state. That's cool. It still works. Confirmed. Confirmed it still works. That's a timestamp. But as you can see, it's so risky. Like, this is not an easy skip to do. Oh, that reminds me. Do I still have Steam recordings? I don't have that going anymore. Oh, well, whatever. Yeah, no, Armor King looks badass. He looks really cool, but I can't... DLC characters are so expensive, and I don't really like supporting that business habit. I hate drip feeding DLC characters. I just cannot stand that trend in fighting games. So I don't buy them until like later. I didn't get the Tekken 7 ones until the end of the game, basically. So once they're all bundled, all available together in one thing, then I'll get them. But still, it does look cool. He does look cool. He had definitely the most hyped trailer out of all the DLC trailers so far. I'm really glad we got that skip. I'm so happy that still works. Oh, and to be honest, it might have just been that we were at 60 FPS. It's very possible that my theory is correct. Where, like, maybe the lasers... I don't know what this is bro science, but, like, maybe the lasers, for some reason, they have more range. You know, at higher FPS, but I'm gonna go back to 120. No clue if there's any truth to that, but hey, the fact I have anecdotal evidence and that it worked pretty much as soon as I switched down to 60 FPS. Because last time we attempted it on our first playthrough of this patch was it 120? No, it would have been with frame gen on, which was still like 120, but not native 120. Which is what this is, what you're watching now. It'd be so cool if YouTube supported 120 FPS. I'm sure that I have the upload speed for it. I don't know if I'd have the processing power to make it work though, but I would certainly try, because I would love to deliver that experience if I could. A 120 FPS stream, that sounds sick, you know? Let's sit down. What you're really looking forward to is the Madagascar girl. Yeah, I forget how to pronounce her name. Harada, right after the trailer, was explaining, this is how you pronounce it. I already forgot. Madagascar character will be cool, and she'll popularize their martial art. Been making headlines in Africa. That's cool. That is dope. Yeah, I immediately thought of, like, Elena from Street Fighter, but she's obviously a different region. She's from Kenya. But that is cool. And it's funny because I got, I guess, jebaited a little bit. I thought it was Christy immediately. As soon as I saw, like, you know, as they were teasing the character before revealing who it is, I was like, oh, it's Christy Montero. But no, it's not. And apparently she has some tie to Ogre, which is badass. Let's create the save state right here. Import save state. This is going to be our 25th save state. Maelstrom 2. Bam. Oh, seriously, I missed like one shot there. 1, 2, 3, 4. As you can see, just as long as you're nice, like up close, all the pellets will hit, you'll do a ton of damage. Grab all this stuff. Speaking of Tekken, I don't know why I've felt nostalgic. Maybe because of the Armor King trailer, but I've felt nostalgic about Tekken Tag 2, which was a game I really liked on PS3. And I was like, I kind of want to hop on and just see who is still playing, because a lot of these PS3 games still work online. And you can just hop on and play them. You know, they're going to have very small player bases, but like, I might still find matches on Tekken Tag 2. So I thought that'd be fun, because well, actually, when I played that game originally, I didn't even have a PS3 fight stick. I only had 360 because I played Street Fighter on 360 and PC. But now I have a universal stick which I could use on PS3, so I could actually play Tekken on PS3 online in 2025 with a fight stick, which is cool. So I was gonna try that out. Might try that out after the stream. Still waiting for your girl Julia to return. Julia Cheng. She has one of my favorite theme songs from Tekken 3. Hers and Nina Williams. They have, in my opinion, like the best theme songs. And a lot of the music is really good. Pretty much all the music in Tekken 3 is great, but I think their two themes, like, they just rise a little bit above everything else. Other standouts for me are King. And honestly, Paul Phoenix has a freaking sick theme in Tekken 3. But again, like, all the music is really good, so it's hard to choose favorites. But in my head, standouts are always Julia and Nina. I love their theme songs, they're so good. Oh, Katarina too? Yeah, I guess I can see that. I forgot about that character. I like mentally forgot about Katarina. I forgot she existed. Okay, now we skip the cutscenes. Then I make another save file before Spire. By the way, Requiemlish, have you seen like the lore videos about Julia and Ganryu? They're really funny because Julia is Michelle's daughter, obviously, because they look like the same. And Ganryu was always in love with Julia's mom, and then he fell in love with Julia herself. And so like he went out of his way, tried his hardest, and got like some CD or whatever to save the forest, some like data to save the forest for her. And he's like, actually, I'm in love with you. The cutscene's really funny. I'm not gonna say anything else. But he professes his love to her. It's great. Yeah, a lot of the lore in Tekken is just absolutely crazy. Yeah, okay, you know what I'm talking about. You know. Back to the safe house. We got one more cutscene. Here we get the second exospine slot. I never grabbed the second exospine. Oh, shoot. I just didn't grab one? Oh man, I just didn't grab one. Oh hell, I probably should have grabbed some more. I think I have the chain type. I didn't even grab the chain type. Oh, why did I do that? Oh, okay. It's okay, we can salvage this. I'm not prepared. I gotta go do some errands. You know what kind of sucks about this? But it's not a big deal. I can just avoid killing enemies that I don't have to kill. Yeah, we gotta go to Matrix. This isn't too bad, because I should have some camps that are nearby, but I want to go grab at least the beta trance, and I think I'll turn around and go back to the desert and grab the suppression. Let's see, what camps did I activate? Because, you know, it would be very helpful, of course, to have the option of putting on a second exospine. That's what you would do in a normal speedrun. You would either grab the suppression, or you would grab the beta trance, or you grab the burst trance, which is what I do. This is... I'd have to take the elevator back up. I think this one would work. Is it faster than this? Well, no, let's go to the rail yard. Okay. Here's the other thing. And you might think, oh my gosh, what's the big deal? Well, I'm trying to avoid killing extra enemies than you would in a speedrun because I don't want whoever's using my save files for practice, I don't want them to have like more experience than they would normally, because then that's essentially like not accurate practice. So yeah, but at least now we're okay. And by the way, if you didn't know, in Matrix, if you do the skip that we did the other time and then you finish Matrix, it'll just flood the water anyway. It's like, oh, you must have done this. I'm sure you did. You meant to. No problem. We got you. We got your back. Which is great, because now I can avoid killing these guys that were down there. Yeah, like the fusion cell is even locked in, which doesn't make any sense because we never put it in there. Is there any way to avoid fighting that guy? Probably not, right? What the hell's going on? Okay. Will they eventually give up? No, I don't think they will. Could I just not kill them at all? Oh, that's even hurting me. Okay, that's not good. Hang on, this is kind of... Wait, no, we can make this work. I'll just go up here. I'll kite them all the way over here, right? Alright. Then run away as fast as I can. Break line of sight. Run in here, hide. Please tell me that they'll just forget about me. Oh my gosh, it worked. Ah, I choked. It's okay. I'll just kill this one guy. Because this guy would be here anyway, so... And as you can see, it's not even like a ton of experience that it's dropping. It's like, whatever. Here is the burst trance. That's one. I'll get that out of the way. So I only had to kill one extra enemy. And I'd rather be a little bit low on experience. It actually keeps the ammo here. Wow, that's really impressive. Because we opened this so long ago and it maintains the ammo that you did not pick up. Really cool, actually. I love when items have kind of global status. Global statuses, I guess, where they maintain whatever they're supposed to be. Alright, and then there's the memorial. But yeah, my plan would have worked. I would have been able to avoid killing anything if I was a little bit smarter. Get everything to chase me. I'll kill this dude, that's fine. He'll drop 7 experience, that's okay. And so you might think, well, if you were to grab this, you would kill them anyway, right? Yes, that is true. However, you wouldn't kill everything. You would just choose one as your secondary exospine. So that's why I don't want to kill too many enemies. What I'm hoping happens is those two guys right there walk away, and then I can just assault kill this guy and grab the exospine real fast. We'll just give him a minute. Damn, he's not leaving? Oh. Oh, this is going to be tougher than I thought. I need them to sync up and be as far away as possible. In fact, probably what I'll do is I'll just shoot the regular cricket slasher. I'll just shoot him. How am I gonna do this? Alright. This'll work. Famous last words. No, this should work. I just gotta preserve some enemies. I don't think the other guys got aggroed. Wow, they saw their buddy get murdered in cold blood and didn't give a damn. It did not even proc like a combat state. That's crazy. Okay, so this is good. Now I'll just wait for their patrols to sync up, and then as soon as they're like kind of farther away or back turned, I'll drop down. Come on, guy, keep going, keep going. Ah, he was so slow. Fine. Just get some water. Good water time. But yeah, this way I'll have, if you download my save files, you'll have the option of burst, beta, or suppression. I'll go grab the suppression too. Come on, dude. What does my life come to? I'm just watching enemies walk back and forth. I feel like the Cricket Butcher is more decisive. They turn around a lot faster. Keep going, keep going. Damn. I might have to kill one of these guys. I'm not gonna give up yet. Because look, you can see where it is, right? It's right there. You can see the chest that I need to open. Keep going, keep going. This is good, they're synced up. Keep going, yes. Shit. Well, it was almost perfect. I'm gonna try the kiting method now. I'll just have them chase me over here. Because enemies in this game do chase kind of far. It's not like I mean, wow, this is kind of like Dark Souls 2 level, but yeah. They're chasing me. Now just be fast. Just be fast. Come on, come on. There we go, we got it. And this is the beta trance. Another popular option. Excuse me. And with that out of the way, I can leave. I'll go to the desert, grab the suppression, and then we'll go Spire. I should probably turn around. Yeah, this is, I think, easier and safer if I just turn around. Damn, I'm glad that worked. We killed minimal enemies. Also, I'm glad that I actually touched enough camps to make this a little bit easier, because if I had to, you know, run through more of Matrix, that would have been not great. In fact, you can't even, if you don't touch the camps that teleport you in Matrix 11, you can't get back here, because at least the Taki one is forced, so you can get back there. Oh, you know what? The Stalker one is also forced. Oh, that's really smart. That's why they do that. It just clicked. I understand now. The reason that they, at least I think so, the reason that they give you the forced camps is because otherwise, if you are being stubborn and not activating the camps, you'd have no way of getting back here, because after, or just before Stalker, you know, when the train falls, you can't traverse that again. Like, you can't do it. So having the forced camp to teleport to near Stalker at least gives you access to that, to that area of the map. That's nice. Wow, that's a great, like, kind of failsafe system that they've got. Let me activate my weapon core, get that in there. And now we've got these options, but I will go grab the one more. So back to the entrance. Making a little timestamp because, yeah, we kind of had a little bit of a detour just to go grab these exospines that I forgot. I forgot how important they would be. Okay, desert. Now, to grab the suppression exospine, we only have to kill 2 robots because they are guarding it, like, with their lives. There's no way of avoiding that, killing them, that is. Wait, does this sign say cold beer? Cold beer here? Oh, that's cool. Have you guys ever played the Taito arcade game called Ice Cold Beer? If you ever go to like a barcade or like any kind of arcade with old machines, you might see Ice Cold Beer. It's a really fun one. You basically control like these 2 levers to move a horizontal bar that just... You have like a pinball. It's like a little, metallic marble pinball thing. And you just guide it along to different goal holes. So there's like a stage 1 hole up to stage 10. And so you have to avoid, there's all these traps. If you have never played it, check it out. Maybe you can find one near you, because it's one of the most fun arcade games in my opinion. Because it's all skill. It is 100% skill. So if you get consistent at it, you can just destroy the game every time. Which is fun. Some arcade games are not like that. Kill these guys. Perfect. But yeah, that's Ice Cold Beer by Taito. The same Taito that's like, Taito... Like the drumming game, I believe, is also Taito. One of my favorite rhythm games, Groove Coaster, that's another Taito game. Taito makes a lot of arcade games. Anyway, what am I gonna wear? I'm not gonna wear anything, to be honest. For the second exospine, that is. I'll just not put anything on. But now players have the option to. Never heard of that game? Yeah, it's a cool one. It's all analog. Just 2 levers controlling a bar, and then 1 metallic ball, and that's it. I almost got lost for a sec. And if you're wondering, damn, how come my rush is so short range? Well, no skill tree. So it's taking a bit longer than usual to get across the desert. Honestly, I should just be running without doing any rushes. That way I can get into this stance, this full sprint. Forgot that's a mechanic sometimes. Okay, now back to Zion. Okay, perfect. I'll recap everything in a sec. But first I'll buy some ammo. And I still got my 2 WB pumps, which is perfect. And I already spent my damage upgrade. Thank you guys again for hanging out, by the way. Hope you're having a good Saturday. Okay, so to recap, we just went on a little bit of a field trip and we went out of our way to grab the Suppression exospine, Beta Trance, and Burst Trance. I should have grabbed these earlier in the playthrough, I just wasn't thinking about it. So now, if you boot up into this save file, we just unlocked the second exospine slot. So at this stage, you would equip either Burst, Beta, or Suppression. Suppression, you would definitely use if you're doing New Game Hard playthroughs, or any New Game Plus playthrough, you would have Suppression, Eagle Eye. But for New Game, you could do either Beta or Burst. However, Burst doesn't really have the same accessibility as before, when there was no way to skip Matrix, like to do the Matrix skip. Now, if you're playing on 1.1.0, it's kind of implied that you're going out of your way to downpatch, so you can do that big skip. And then you would just probably grab the Beta Trance exospine. So you'd probably go Eagle Eye Beta Trance, or Eagle Eye Suppression if you prefer. I'm not going to equip any of them here. I'm just going to only use Eagle Eye. That way it's up to, because I want to have zero influence. I want zero influence on anybody learning the game as far as like their preferences. So whatever speaks to you, just use that one. Whatever gameplay style you prefer, you should use that one. And with that out of the way, I'm going to go ahead and sit down again, create another autosave, and then upload that to my save manager. And then we're going to go into Spire 4. Okay, so there's the save. Import save state. This is our 26th save. So 026. Before Spire 4. Actually, no, I'll just put... I gotta be consistent with my naming. Maybe I'll title it Leaving for Spire. Alright. Now we're back in the game. I'm ready. I know, don't worry, I'm prepared. I've been thinking about this for days. Let's go. Dude, I'm gonna make a lot of saves in Spire. Conveyor belts, turrets, hell, sword surfing, everything's gonna get a save file. Especially sword surfing will be really nice just for me to practice. And by the way, another thing, which I forgot to mention, is that you can take these same save files and use them for your current patch build as well. They will work. You can take old save files and move them to the current patch. You just can't go backwards. That doesn't work. But this, if you wanted to like use any of these save files to practice on the current patch, you could also do that. So there's, you know, kind of a lot of utility to them. Alright. And here we are, my favorite section of the game. The climax of the game. Actually, no, we're kind of in the rising action right now. If this were a monomyth, this is the rising action. We're going up to space, and then the climax really is like the last couple boss fights here, I think. I guess the climax of the game really starts with Democrawler. Why did I just fall there? Whatever, it's not a big deal. It is a big deal. Hold on. I'm curious about that. Restart. I remember not having to do anything extra. Do I usually do a double jump? I'm gonna test it right now. But I remember just holding forward and it grabs the other branch. So I don't know what that's about. You could also like slide along the left wall. Let me see. One. Okay, there it did make it. I was tapping jump again towards the very end because I was nervous. But it did make it that time. It's okay. I'm gonna avoid killing any enemies that I don't have to kill. Wow, you know, this is an area that I take for granted as far as having ambush. In other words, the backstab. Because backstab would be really good at killing a certain enemy in a few seconds. But I'm not going to be able to backstab them, so... It's going to be kind of awkward. I guess I just kill him normally. This guy right here. Yeah. Because we have to kill him. We have to kill him. No way, you actually hit me? Bastard. Okay, then I'll kill this guy. Yeah, let's kill this guy. We have to, kind of. You don't really have to, but I typically would, so... I typically would. This dude, I just like getting grabbed and then mashing square. Saves one bullet. Alright, now from here... I'm not gonna kill the dogs. I'll just go up. If someone wants to kill the dogs, you can, but I normally would never kill them. And thus, I think it's good to just not bother. I normally would never kill those dogs. You don't really have to. Whether you're doing the Taki skip or pressing the button, you don't gotta kill them. So, I'm gonna buy some more ammunitions. Bam. Lily fell asleep at the wheel. Okay, done. I'm gonna sit back down. Alright, there's the autosave. So this will be import save state. I'm gonna name this is our numbers 27 027 close parentheses Spire dam skip. Yeah, and then if someone wanted to, they could just, you know, turn off the water if they want. But the purpose of this save file is to just practice the dam skip. 1, 2. That wasn't even clean, but as you can see, it's pretty generous. Taki mode's really good. Lower NKS. You can also do that skip without Taki mode, which is something I should practice. Now that I have this save file, I might practice it a bit. But yeah, you can make it. It's just tighter. It's, in my opinion, significantly easier with Taki mode. And when you activate Taki mode, as long as you activate it right before you gotta make the jump, you have enough time for 2 attempts. So it's not even like that punishing, you know what I mean? You've got 2 chances. I think I will grab the perfect combat gear right here. This is a good one to have. You could very reasonably pick this up. I'm honestly gonna put it on. I'm gonna put it on. Perfect combat gear right there. Oh, that doesn't work. I don't have I don't have the extended rush. That does not work. You need infinite rush for that little skip. Okay, I forgot. That's so funny. That's never happened. Actually, no, it might have happened because it's not like this is my first time doing a playthrough with no skill tree. Maybe I have done that before. Let's do our forced camp. Do some chatting. Okay, beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna sit down again. Or you know what? No, I'm gonna open the door first, because just to save someone a little bit of time. Open the door. Then I think there's like a little cutscene that plays, right? Yeah. Is that good? Maybe I should... Hold on. These are very minor differences, but I feel like... I don't know if potentially like the enemy patterns are tied to that cutscene. Let me just... I'll open the door. I'll press the switch, but I'm not going to walk through it. Okay, then I'll come back and sit down again. Okay. And there we go. So now we'll import save state again, number 28. Because this is a good room to practice as well. So this will be Hypertube room, number 28. Now you just boot up the save, and then you get that initial cutscene. Granted, I was sitting for a little bit longer than normal, so... Not exactly normal, but mostly normal. Ooh, I almost shot the guy in the back by accident. Okay. There's the first button. Wow, I can't backstab the battle droid either. The guy before the fourth and final button, I can't backstab him. I'm gonna try to assault kill him. We can try to get cheeky and do a clever little stealth kill. Oh, he still just barely caught the side. Brutal. If I were doing hitless, what I would actually do is I would just snipe those two enemies from upstairs and not take any risk. Don't worry about this dude. Alright, now for here, I don't gotta fight anything. I can just drop down very carefully over here in this corner, do my safe landing, and then press the button. And avoid fighting anything. Alright, and now for this last one, normally I would backstab him, but I can't do that. So I'm gonna jump past it. In fact, I'll kill the battle droid. Not the battle droid, the aid bot. That guy. That's the aid bot. Kill him and then run over here. Okay. Then we just wait. I can't jump over this barrier, which would be really cool if you could, but I can't. Because then I'd have a free assault kill. But I think if I'm very clever, I can probably still do it. Like maybe if I jump on top of this. Nice. I wasn't expecting that to work. I'm glad it did. Because you only have so much time. If he walks too far away, you'd be screwed. Okay, so with that out of the way, now I can practice Hypertube. However, I'm not at full health. I'll just pop a lingering potion. I'll let the lingering potion finish. Alright, now walk into the cutscene, because this should... Oh, wait, what am I doing? I gotta press the button. I forgot. I forgot how this game works. After I press this button, I'll get an autosave. And then here... Stop. Should be an autosave right here. There it is. Okay, I just touched the autosave. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and import that save state, number 29. 029, close parentheses, Hypertube practice. In case you wanted to. I mean, this is also just fun to do, so... Oh, brutal. I don't think I've ever gotten hit on that particular box. Nice. That would have been no damage had I not hit that box for no reason. Ah, well, close enough. And then we've got Belial. I'll let the cutscene rock. You're so terrible at the hypertube, but it's so much fun to do. Yeah, no, seriously. I was horrible when I started initially, too. Like, in my blind playthrough, I took damage on pretty much every obstacle you could imagine in the hypertube. It was crazy. Definitely worth practicing. 1 and 2 and 3. Ah, unfortunate. Typically, I would just do something to interrupt him, but I didn't want to spend my beta. And, you know, I don't have overdrive. I could have shot him. Yeah, I should have done that. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, and 3. Back up. Delay and dodge. Nice. One and 2, 3. 1, 2. Alright, 3 more for retribution. Okay, 2 more. My favorite boss. Yeah, I'm trying to avoid spending beta energy just because, like, again, anybody who boots into my save file, I want them to have full energy as well. Now, is there any value in this? I mean, not really. Should I bother making a save here, like post Belial 1? I don't know, I don't think so. Like this room right here, if you really want to do this room, you can just do the hypertube. It'll take, you know, 2 minutes, kill Belial 1, and then do this. Let's just make a save file. Just in case. Not to mention, this camp also has a phone booth, so I should do it anyway. It's just good practice. And I can refill on ammo. Not sure what I'm going to name this one. I guess post Belial 1. I should include Belial 1 in the previous thingamabobber. The previous save name. Nah, it's implied. It's implied. Alright, so sit down again. Alright, and then once it's done saving, import save state number 30. Rename it 030, close parentheses. Post. Can I even have hyphens in save file names? Maybe. Try it. I guess it works. Okay, so this is post Belial 1. And then I'll have a separate save file for the conveyor belts because, yeah, conveyor belts are really good to practice. It's very good to get used to the patterns there. Excuse me, coming through. Actually, I get an autosave here too, don't I? Yeah, it does give me an autosave. Hmm. Do I want the autosave? Where do I want the autosave? I don't know. I guess I'm just gonna have... if I make an autosave right at the start of that, like after the escape sequence, it's so close to the previous one, that just feels kind of pointless. But I can put it right here, and this is valuable. I think it's valuable. By my one bullet that I spent. Okay. Okay, so this will be conveyor belt. Alright, import save state. Number 31. 031, close parentheses. Conveyor belts. Okay. Because, yeah, this is actually good to practice. Like, this one you can run under. This one I got lucky. Oh, perfect. I wanted that to trigger. Ay, ay, ay. That's not good. I sniped out of mid-air? Yeah, I was trying to hide behind the box when I landed. That's what I was going for. Okay. Try again. Okay, this one, run under it. And then here, I use my rush. And then I should have just enough time to find a box down here. Or what I used to do is that, where I would just jump. And then like there's like some kind of bit of the structure there that blocks those turrets from hitting you. That's what I used to do originally. But then at some point it became kind of inconsistent. I don't know why. Like genuinely no idea why that became inconsistent. But that jump used to work for me like on an old patch. Possibly they changed some of... I mean, it worked there, so maybe I just need to start doing it again. My rush is so slow. Alright, and then this is a whole nother save file. Right here, just this shit right here. This is 100% worth making a save for. Sit down, get my health back. Okay. You struggle so much with the light skip? The newer version? Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit trickier than the old version. But once you... I mean, for me, I just like to align myself with the back wall. And that really helps me get on top of the light in the correct orientation. So I'm going to go ahead and import save state. This is number 32. Okay, 032, close parentheses. This will be outdoor turrets. And hell, right here, another... What is that? Are those... French fries? I don't remember how to use photo mode. Isn't it R1 and left? Or right? L1 and right? No. Hang on, I made a... Whatever, it doesn't matter. Oh, this is kind of awkward. That was my only option there. In fact, I gotta hide behind this too. Because I don't have a long rush. Usually you would have rush upgraded, obviously, and then it would factor into where you can rest, but I have to take breaks more often because I can't rush that far. Okay, we're making it work. R1 plus left at the same time. I swear I tried that. Oh, there we go. Now it's working. I swear I thought I did. You can check my inputs. I tried R1 in the right first, and that didn't work, and I was like, oh, maybe it's left. But, I will. Yeah, this is also worth having a save file for, right here. For this room. But thank you for reminding me. I was worried that like I had to unlock the selfie camera to have photo mode. But no, photo mode just works. You don't need the selfie camera at all. Because they're two separate things. Okay, so right here, import save state number 33. Alright, 033, close parentheses. I'll call this one Raphael Space Center. Bam. We've made it. Because yeah, just this part right here is good to practice this room coming up. The Nürburgring room. Or the Nürburgring room, like I like to think about it in my head anyway. Nürburgring. So, messing up this jump you'd have to fight all sorts of extra enemies, which is not great. It's dangerous and slow and all this stuff, so 1, 2, dash, perfect landing. And then I like to hide in this corner, and then I just look at Eve. Once she puts her sword away, you know that you're out of combat, because currently the tentacles to our right are watching us, so then we can run over here and activate the puzzle. And hell, even this puzzle isn't bad to practice, you know? Damn, my Nightbot is still spamming. Sorry about that. It's crazy because I have it set up to only send those messages in intervals of like 20, 45, and 60 minutes, I think. But it ends up just sending them all at the same time, so don't know about that. Oh, there it is. There's the third one. So yeah, there's all my little community messages and stuff and how to support the stream, blah, blah, blah. This puzzle was a nightmare the first playthrough. I remember this puzzle felt faster on console. I don't know why. I don't think it's placebo. I think it really did feel faster back then. I'd have to like look at old footage of me doing that puzzle. Because I swear it was faster. It like fills up slower now. Watch out for the K9 unit. I have my shotgun equipped. Okay. Huh. Do I make a save file for Belial too? Yeah, I guess I do. I will open... You know what I'll do? That's what I'll do. I'll open the door first. Then I'll make the save file. Unless it gives me a save file. I doubt it. I don't think it will. In fact, I'm certain it does not give you one, because otherwise that would have been very helpful back during our no camps run. So go ahead, open the door. Then I'll run out. Thank you, Lily. You're amazing. Okay. Now, anybody who wants to practice Belial, bam, right here. In fact, also, this is helpful for new game hard runs as well. I can use these same save files because I have access to... I mean, you can just switch the difficulty to hard. Oh, wait, no, you can't. Wait, no, yes, you can, because I at least beat the game once already. On this build. Because, okay, they didn't patch in adding hard mode as, like, right off the get-go until, like, 1.0, 1.2. No, 1.1.2, sorry. But yeah, you could just go ahead and switch to hard mode, and at least the weapon cores are accurate to what you would have. Like, your damage is accurate to in a speedrun. Shit, this is awesome. Very nice. You could practice Belial with this, too. The only thing that's weird and is not accurate is that if you were doing a new game hard speedrun right here, you would have... I guess you still could, but... You would have had the Eagle Eye maxed out from the very beginning. From Maelstrom 1, it would be maxed out. Alright, so I think we're good here. What is Lily looking at? Okay, there we go. I got my shotgun equipped, that's all I cared about. And yeah, we're good. Okay. Autosave. This is going to be number 34. Okay, import, rename, 034, close parentheses, Belial 2. This makes me so happy. Having all these saves organized is such a nice feeling. Hope this helps someone. Alright, so here's Belial. My boy. I love him. 1 and 2. Delay and dodge. Oh shoot, I did not delay enough. Alright, we gotta lock in here. 1 and 2, 3. Heal. 1, 2. Oof, missed both. Okay. You got me, Belial. Try that again. I really take for granted that initial blink. And I will just start using my shot. I'll use my shotgun once I get to phase 2. That's what I'll do. But the beginning is telegraphed, so 1, 2, there we go. 1, 2, nice. That was very nice, actually, on the tight timings. Get back here. 1 and dodge. I'm just gonna shoot him. I don't feel like learning that right now. That is a pretty tight timing. One, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Just shoot him. One, 2. One and 2, 3. Now we shoot him down. Oh shoot, I didn't mean to do that. Huge waste of a retribution, obviously, but it's okay. That's why I was trying to get him into phase 2 with my shotgun. Not a big deal, to be honest. It's okay. Nice, good dodge. Big delay. Good dodge. Those are killers. 1, 2, and 3. Back up. Back during the New Game Hard No Camps run, those big blinks were huge killers. They ended so many runs. I was able to confidently finish my combo there because I noticed that his shield was about to break, so that's why I did that. If his shield was not breaking, I would not have finished Onslaught 4. So, little reasoning behind my combos. Now we'll do the retribution right off the rip. Don't worry about that. Okay, let's heal him. Should mostly kill him. Lots of damage, nice. I tried to go for the third hit there. Could not squeeze it in. That's Belial. Okay, now we press the button, grab our stuff, and then head up to the most skip-dense section of the game. The Karakuri split. There are so many skips in this bit. Great area to practice. In fact, when did it give me no, I'll do it once I get up there. Like, there is actually a skip that I had noticed. Looked possible on 1.1.0 back during my second playthrough of the game, but I never really practiced it that hard. And to this day, I haven't seen anyone do it, so... There's an autosave. Okay, that's good. I'll create an autosave here just in case. Import save state. Rename. 035. Post Belial 2. Like, okay, so this is a save state that might not actually... I might not include because it's... In the next room, there's triggers that could screw up the skip that I'm thinking might be possible. And I don't know if I go inside and touch the camp, I don't know if, like, that would make it still viable. It's possible you gotta do it, like, as soon as you enter the room. Like, there's an autosave right there as well. That kind of also deserves a save state, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna make a save state for that. Hold on, let me redo this. Let me redo this. Do I have any potions? Because I just noticed I'm not at full health. Go back to the main menu. I'm neurotic. I know I'm super neurotic. This is ridiculous. This is like extra effort for maybe not that much reason, but I'm gonna import this one. Load save state. Okay. Now I'll continue, and it'll put me back to the previous save state. Just because I want to heal. That's it, I just want to heal. So I'll spend a potion or whatever. Yeah, I'll spend one of these. Bam, now we're at full health. Can I go back down? No, I don't even need to go back down. It gave me an autosave just for stepping into the elevator. Wow, I didn't realize you could go back down. That was really fast, too. Could that have messed anything up? I doubt it. Strongly doubt it. Okay, so here we go. Import save state. I don't know, maybe I'll just keep them separate. I'll do some testing later. Post Belial 2, full health. I'll just put both. Alright, there we go. And the reason I want to be at full health is because you could take some fall damage in this next bit, so... being at full health is nice. Okay, there's another autosave. I'm going to save that one. Import save state, number 36. Rename it. 036. I forget what this room is called. Cargo room? Cargo room something or other. It's like cargo room 141, I believe, but I'll just call it cargo room. And yeah, we'll just keep going. So let me... oh, cargo lift 121. There we go. Let me see if I can get this to work. Because what I was testing, and I'm certain it was on patch 1.1.0, was there is a box right here that I should be able to climb up. This one. And it should be easy. Like, it was just right here, and I was able... like, right there, look at that. You see that? That is so easy to do. This is not working on newer patches. I believe on 1.1.2 they patched it. So yeah, this right here, this little step, I feel like it's possible to skip the dialogue that we used to skip by jumping up this right here. And Lily is doing something. Okay, there we go. You used to jump here, and then jump here, and then jump here, and then jump up. So the difficulty now is, you can't just go up here, right? You can't just climb this and then have Lily open the door. You need to grab the body underneath. And so... and this is, of course, patched. This doesn't work anymore. That's like a console thing now. So I grab this chest, pull it out. Okay. Move this over. And then I think that if I'm fast enough, I should be able to get up there and touch it. And I'm at 120 FPS for reference. I should be able to touch this ledge and climb up if I'm fast enough. No, this was too slow, but I had an attempt previously where I was able to get up like really close, and I feel like if you do it optimally, you can get up there. So what I'm going to do now is just reload. So this is like 2 minutes ago. But in my testing, in my very short testing, I found that reloading kind of screwed it up, and then it didn't work anymore. and the dialogue trigger would happen earlier. I don't know, maybe it's tied to this dialogue. Because what I was doing when I was testing at the time is I was saving at the camp. So I'm gonna spend like probably 20 minutes on this, and I just want to see if it's possible. I want to see how doable it is. Like realistically, because if it's like frame perfect, it's not going to be very viable. The good thing is that you don't really lose time for trying this. Let me see if the ledge still works. Look, see, now the ledge is gone. See how strange that is? The ledge is gone. And all I did was reload. So just from doing it once, the ledge is now inactive. That is really weird. So this is a very, like, you get one shot at this skip. But as you can see, a minute ago, it was working 100%. It was very easy. There was no strict location positioning that you'd have to worry about. I kind of just jumped up here and I grabbed it. But now it doesn't work anymore. So what I'm curious is, I'm curious about if I go and back to the main menu, and if I just reload my save state, will it give me effectively like a proper reboot, or is it just tied to reloading the game? That's also worth testing. I'm not going to reload through the save manager. I'm just going to back to the main menu and then jump back into the save state, or load the game again. And maybe that'll reset the room properly. So it's like if you fail it the first time, you can't reload and try again. And you wouldn't really want to, because that would waste too much time because of this dialogue. But there's definitely some, I feel like with some trial and error, there might be a skip here. And it could save like a minute, you know? Which would be a cool one to discover. It's gone. Wow, look at that, it does not work. Okay, so this is just gone. Just from failing it once, does not work anymore. Okay, so now I know it does not work just exiting to the main menu. Okay, now let's try a different thing. Let's try reloading the save state through the save manager. So I'm back at the main menu, cargo room, load save state. Okay, load game. Now it's essentially the same save, but it's potentially a little bit earlier. We'll see if it makes a difference. And then if this does not work, I will try loading back to the elevator. Like as soon as we came out of the elevator, I'll try that save. Because we know it did work then. And then if that doesn't work, I'll reboot the game, and I'll see if it's truly just like a single attempt kind of thing. Because like, I would guess rebooting the game resets the collision. Possibly, let's see if this works. No, it doesn't. It still does not work. Wow, that's crazy. That is so... That's so weird. This invisible ledge is only there for a moment until you've activated the dialogue once, and then I guess you gotta reboot the whole game. So let's try it. Or no, I'm not gonna reboot the whole game. Let me try the elevator save state. Let's try that one. Okay, so load save state. There we go. Okay, now this will put us back before we even open the door. If it doesn't work from this save, that's even more mind-blowing. Because then I don't really know what you would do. Like, you just gotta be perfect. You have no room for error. Which, hey, a high risk, like a one-shot only speedrun tech is kind of cool. It's exciting, right? Because if you hit it in a real run, that's like, whoa, sick. You know? And so here we are again, cargo lift 121. This time we went back a little bit farther. And by the way, after you grab the body, the required one, it's not a time limit, it's like based on your positioning, so there could be a way to like get up here in a really sneaky way. It works again. Okay, so that's what it's tied to. Okay. Reloading a little bit farther back, did fix the ledge is back. Now, what I don't know is how actually viable is this? I don't know. But hey, that's actually kind of good news that you do not have to reboot the entire game. That's cool. Yeah, it's a very weird bug because it's tied to the dialogue and you only get one shot at it. Like, that's so weird. What is nice about this though is that I think, based on this testing, I think that if we were to make a save file at the camp, it should still work. In fact, let's test that right now. Because on this load state, we haven't triggered the dialogue once. So I think that if we touch this camp, it'll still work. Okay, so we touch the camp. Okay. Now, reload. In fact, I'll even go to the main menu. No, I'm not going to go to the main menu. I'll just reload from save state. Last save. I think the only thing that screws up the ledge is the dialogue starting. Or rather, when the elevator stops. Alright, so we could potentially use this save state to practice this, because this would save us watching or listening to the first dialogue. Now it's gone? It's gone again! Wow, so you only get one opportunity, and if you reload the room, now it's seriously gone. Wow, okay. Okay, let's restore it again. Back to the main menu. Oh, sorry, I reloaded, my bad. Maybe it's tied to the first dialogue? I don't know, man. That's crazy. So I'll go back to load save state, this one here. Load successful. Alright, so we're back. Now let's actually take advantage of this. So based on our previous testing, this should give us the ledge. Another thing worth testing would be 120 FPS versus 60 FPS, or potentially even higher FPS would maybe help. I don't know. Honestly, maybe if you can run the game at 240, try it there too. I would try with frame gen at 240 as well. I mean, my monitor though, my monitor is only 120 Hertz, so like it would limit it in a way, but it's weird because it'll still show like it's reaching 240 frame gen when I turn that on. So we should have the ledge back. There it is. Okay. Again, very easy to grab. Super forgiving. In fact, you can even grab it. How far left can I grab it? Not that far left, so it's got to be here. So I do have to be on the box. I got to be on the box right here, lined up with this kind of vertical bar, as you can see. That's right in front of me. Alright. And so the difficulty is, if you are on that box for even like 2 seconds, it'll trigger the elevator stopping. So I have to be extremely fast. It's gotta be clean, get on here. Oh my gosh, look at that. It was just barely... See, I was just barely there. I think if I'm just a tiny bit faster, I can get up there, but... Now the ledge is gone. I think there's potential in this. To be honest, I could spend like an hour figuring this out, but I'm not gonna do that now live on stream because it's kind of boring to watch. I think it's boring anyway. But as you can see, the ledge is now gone. Oh, and that's still there. At this point, it doesn't matter because, you know, like whatever. By the time that the elevator stopping dialogue is over, you could have walked up this and then climbed up at pretty much the same rate. So you're not saving any time by walking up this way. It's only really good if I could activate it, like, before the elevator stops. However, and now it's really gone. Wow. It's like a one-use thing. I can't climb up it anymore. Now we go the regular way. Because, yeah, like, if someone figures out a way to climb up without the elevator stopping, that's cool. But I think that even if you could just get up there, it would still save you some time. Like, it's still probably worth doing if you can make it happen. So, anyway, that's enough of that. Let's progress. At least the save states are there, so I can practice it now if I want to. That's a weird one, though, isn't it? Super strange glitch. Oh, should I be at full health? Yeah, I guess I should. Now that... I mean, it doesn't matter anymore, so I'm gonna go back here and get full health. I think I'm full on ammo too. No, I'm not full on ammo because I spent some on Belial. So I'll pick this up. Okay, and then I'll import this one, so... Import save state, this is number 37. 37, or 037, close parentheses. This will be... Taki Hive Skip. Because this is what you would, you know... If you're loading up this save, that's what you want to practice. You would be practicing the Taki Hive Skip. Thankfully, I've got Taki mode. You can barely just get past that tentacle. Alright, here we go. This is a pretty forgiving skip. You have a lot of space to do it. Activate Taki mode here, and then just do a nice big delayed double jump. 1, 2... Deactivate. And then we're through. Then we've got some more skips. Should give me an autosave here as well, I think. It doesn't give me an autosave? Oh. Yeah, it's a minute ago. Okay. Alright. No big deal. The only skip right here to practice is this one anyway. 1, 2. And then air dash, and we're across. Although, to be honest, I should probably... just because there are so many skips in this area, I should stop at this save. At this camp. Because you might just want to practice like the whole section as a whole. I'm gonna drop off to de-aggro. I think that'll work. Oh, no, that doesn't work at all. It puts me on the other side. That did not work in the slightest. I don't want to kill these enemies because I don't want the extra experience, so... I'll just have to wait for them to de-aggro. Maybe if I hide right here in this corner. We're just hiding. Let's take a minute. Oh, they gave up really fast. Damn. The lump is still on me. I can tell he's looking at me. Now he gave up. There we go. Attaboy. Oh, you know what? Okay, let me be smart about this. Let me just go over here. If I'm on this side, they should de-aggro faster. Because, like, I'm so far away now. Like, what are you looking at? There we go. I think they're giving up. Maybe not. Damn, these guys are persistent. Okay, now the lump is walking away. Or so he said. Hey, Joshua Gonzalez, thank you for tuning in. He's still not giving up. Okay, what I'll do is I'll just climb up here. Let's get even farther away. Now that little spider noticed me. Oh my goodness. No, now I'm getting dialogue. I don't want the dialogue. I'm trying to keep it... I'm trying to retain the whole area, like, completely. And I cannot kill those enemies. Now we're back here. That's okay. This will take just a sec. Again. And hey, this is good practice anyway, just doing the skip over and over. The more time you do, like, the more you do this, the more second nature it becomes, where you're not even thinking about it in a run, you know? Which, that's where you want to be at. You want to be at that stage, ideally, because the run is so long, right? At this point in the run, you're like 2 hours deep, and so... if you're not thinking about the skip, that is great for your mental stability, right? You don't want to feel like, oh, I just lost a bunch of time this far into the run. But okay, now I'm going to try hanging on the bar. Okay, right here. Did you guys know if you click in left stick it turns Eve around. I forgot that was a mechanic. They are still on me. Okay, now they gave up. Perfect. That's all I wanted. That's all I wanted. Now we can activate the camp. Oh, that was weird. Alright, perfect. I think I'm maxed out on ammo, but just in case. We are. Alright, so this is the maintenance room, right? I think it's called. There's my autosave. Bam. So I'm going to import this one into my save manager, rename it. This is our 38th save. 038, close parentheses, maintenance room. Alright, so I'll show you all the tricks and stuff here. The first one I did earlier, but this is like the easiest one. It's just a big double jump. So from here, 1, 2. And then once you're up, there's a handy dandy ammo chest right there. Which I'm not going to grab because I'm maxed out on ammo, but you could. Then we have some platforming. There's also a newer skip where you can like jump across with Taki mode using something crazy. In fact, to be honest, I didn't think about that. Damn, I should have grabbed the Judgment Exospine. Ah, man, it's okay. Not a big deal. Because I believe the skip here requires Taki mode. What I'll do, because if someone wanted to practice that skip, you would want a full Taki bar and not have to build it up yourself. So let me go back. I'll build up Taki mode. Just by parrying some of these enemies. I'm not going to kill them because I don't want the extra experience. Because we're like at a half charge, so this will take like a minute or two. I can just parry these guys for a while. And just being in combat will charge Taki mode 1 and 2. Okay, that was cool. 1 and 2 and 2 and 2. 1 and 2 and 2 and 2. Whoops, got out of sync there. 1 and 2 and 2 and 2. 1 and 2 and 2 and 2. 1 and 2 and 2 and 2. 1 and 2. Oh, whoops. Oh, goodness. You can just look at how easily it can get out of hand. Wait, let me get into a better spot. 1 and 2 and 2 and 2. 1 and 2 and 2 and 2. 1 and 2 and 2 and 2. Oh, whoops. Hang on, let me heal. I don't want to die. I need them all facing me. One and 2 and 2 and 2. Wait, that's okay, because I still retain the charge that I got. Yeah, see, we're almost there. We're at like 90% Taki mode. You know what, though? If you were to do this skip, the skip that I'm talking about, by the way, it's like you jump up here, you jump on top of this robot guy, and then you use Taki mode and get across, and like it saves like a minute or something. But if you were in an actual speedrun, you wouldn't have Taki mode twice, so you would have to choose between doing the Taki skip that we did a few minutes ago, where you just jump across to skip the machine hive, or this one. And I mean, the machine hive one saves a lot of time too, and is much easier. Granted, I haven't practiced this one, so I don't really know it. Hello, Arabic name. I love this game. You'll enjoy playing against Democrawler. Oh, thank you for tuning in. So yeah, I mean, the reason I'm doing it this way is because I don't want extra experience. But like in an actual run, you would have to choose. You wouldn't be able to do all of them. 1 and 2 and 2 and 2. 1 and 2 and 2. 1 and 2. 1 and 2 and 2 and 2. Okay, whatever. There's our Taki mode. Done. Now I'll just... Hopefully they forget about me. Might have to run away again. The point is now I've got Taki mode on deck. Alright, cool. They forgot about me really fast. That's good. Okay, so from here, I'll sit down and rest again. And I'll replace the save state that I had a minute ago. So this will be a new maintenance room save state. I actually gotta use the bathroom. I'll be right back. Give me 2 minutes. More like 1 minute. I'll be actually just right back. First, I'll redo this one. Bam. Replay save state. Yes. There we go. So this is maintenance room with talkie mode. Okay, hang on. Thank you guys again for tuning in. Okay, I'm back. My cat's here too. Come on, buddy. I don't know if he's gonna come up to my bed, but... Come on. There's enhancement to help improve your parry. Thank you for the tip. We're doing a no skill tree playthrough here, though. What's the matter, buddy? He's meowing like he wants attention, but I want him to come up so I can pet him. He might come up, or he's just gonna lay down on the floor and nap there. Alright, so this is perfect. I've got Taki mode available. If you wanted to practice that other skip, the newer one. So this is just fantastic. You know, alternatively, what I could have done is gone back to the previous save state and just... No, that wouldn't have worked. Never mind. Yeah, because then I would have had to kill all the enemies, and I don't want to do that. The way I did it here, I maintain lower experience, so it's pretty much optimal. Hello, Tigger. Indeed. Hello. This is like the perfect range where it actually reaches. By the way, even on 1.1.0, this skip doesn't really do anything anymore. So this classic one here where you like jump into this little corner and then jump up. This one still teleports you, but it puts you way farther back. So on console back in the day, it would put me back in front of the ramp. It would put me up here. I would spawn here. It would spawn me right here. And then you just drop down the ramp, and it saves like a second or 2 seconds at the most. Oh my gosh, I'm an idiot. So that skip was worth doing. Now it's not worth doing because it actually wastes time. So it'd be faster to just climb up the normal way. If you're taking this route, that is. Because I think that if you do the newer Taki skip thing, it might put you like up here somehow. I don't know, I haven't tried it myself. Kind of wish I was at full health. It's kind of irritating that I'm not at full health. Let me go back. And the reason is because I want a clean Arisa save in case there's any play you can do there. I've always thought there should be some kind of exploit where you can skip Arisa's dialogue. And as I showed earlier, in that room, the cargo lift room, you know, there's some weird stuff with that room. Like, the properties of the room kind of get locked into a new state just from triggering the dialogue once. And so, if there's anything with Arisa's room that changes based on, like, talking to her for the first time, or, like, even activating the camp, I'd rather have a completely clean autosave going into that room. And since that's what I'm going for, I want to have full health, so... And yeah, I could have just popped a potion. I'll do that. If I take health, if I take damage again, I'll just pop a potion. That way, at least you have the tumblers. But anyway. How much damage is this going to do? Not much. Maybe let's finish him off anyway. In fact, I could go back and get ammo as well if I wanted to. Which takes just like a moment, so may as well. Wait, or no, do they not come back? Oh, they don't come back. Never mind. Okay, that's fine. I don't need the ammo. I was just thinking it'd be cool if I could set someone up with full ammo, but there's like no reason to. Okay, so yeah, going this way is faster. That guy almost shot me. That would have been so nasty. Avoid dealing any damage there. Just to keep everybody alive. Have I noticed any improvement in graphics switching from PS5 to PC? Absolutely. Requiem Lich, 100%. The 4K textures are so much nicer. Or I mean, at the very least, maybe it's just a performance thing where it feels nicer. Maybe they're the same textures, but I don't know, the fact that it's all stable and beautiful is fantastic. But to be honest, I haven't looked at like direct side-by-side comparisons or anything. It's just like a matter of the performance. That's really the biggest like wow factor. Okay, so I think the autosave trigger is here. Wherever the first autosave is, I'm taking it. Like, I'm gonna immediately import it. Still no autosave? Did you guys know Arisa is spelled with an R here, but it could have been spelled with an L? Just like Arisa from Tekken, Dr. Boskanovich's daughter. You know, Robot Chainsaw Girl. So it's interesting that they decided to stylize it like this with an R. But yeah. I'm watching the cutscene because I'm not sure if there's any save. There's no saves in the cutscene. Okay. No autosave either? Where's my last? If I go to reload? 23 seconds ago. So it gave me an autosave somewhere. Import save state. Rename. This will be number 39. Okay, so this will be Arisa. Just in case, if someone wanted to practice. And let's see, where does it put me? If I reload it, like, am I at the beginning of the cutscene, I guess? No, not the beginning of the cutscene. But still... here. So it does skip the cutscene. There's no ways around that. Okay. And yeah, I have no idea what you could do to skip this dialogue, but who knows? There could be something, and now having this save file here to practice, like, there could be like some weird combination of quitting out of the game, like just to the main menu, reloading. I have no idea. You had a hard time comparing it by memory? Definitely felt smoother? Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, because like on console, it didn't even feel like a perfect 60 because it wasn't, right? It was aiming for 60, but it was like 50 to 60, 55 to 60. It was smooth, but not a perfect 60. And just having 60 was like, oh, this is great. And then obviously playing at 120 is like, oh my gosh, this is what life's all about, you know? Thank you, Ari-san. My cat is napping on the floor. Just a little cat update. I'll open this because, I mean, you would. Like, there's no reason not to open it. Can I not go back down? Oh. I should have opened the chest that's downstairs. Let me do that. Let me just get the chest. Let me just have everything, because when you're talking to Arisa, you know, there's nothing else to do. And potentially, you might need the materials, I guess. But yeah, I'll just grab it. In fact, this one isn't even anything really that useful. It's just like items. So that one is not as impactful. I think that the nano elements are very impactful. Like maybe you're on your last upgrade for whatever exospine you chose. You know, and then it's like, bam, finish it up. So this chest is always worth picking up. However, like for me, oh wow, it didn't give me all blues that time. It gave me a couple polymers. Nano elements are of course the more relevant one, because the polymers are just for costumes. So all you need is nano elements. But by this stage in the game, I would have already maxed out, I'm pretty sure anyway, I would have maxed out Eagle Eye plus Suppression or Burst. But not all three, so if you wanted to change off of Eagle Eye at some point, you know, maybe. I think it's actually somewhat viable. If you're playing on New Game Hard, I think it's somewhat viable to switch off of Eagle Eye just because, while the damage is good, blah blah blah, like, the fight is long enough, generally, at the end of the game, the fights are long enough where it's not just going to carry you. It's not like normal. On normal difficulty, yes, the guns will pretty much clean up the bosses just outright. But, like, I might want the burst charge and the suppression, because it'll help the entire fight instead of the Eagle Eye, which will only help for, like, you know, a small chunk of, or like a chunk, not a small chunk, but like a chunk, and that's it, of the fight. But either way, you know, you can just do whatever you prefer. This guy has a good amount of health. And then just for good luck, we'll talk to Arisa, of course. Isn't it crazy that was even programmed in? Like, okay, like sentient enough to realize, okay, my life is over now. Okay, now we're just pretty much done with the game. There's no more skips left, but there's still value for having all of these save files, because then, again, anytime someone wants to practice a boss, they can just jump in, practice it with the correct amount of weapon cores. So I'm very happy to do this community service. Plus, obviously, I love this game. We're going to finish the playthrough no matter what. We're going to finish it no matter what. So first, I'll upgrade my weapon core. Why wouldn't you? Then I'll get some ammo, just so I don't have to do it later for demo. Bam. We still got our 2 pumps that we bought at the beginning of the game. Nice. And I'll let the dialogue rock. Actually, no, I'm not going to let the dialogue rock. It doesn't matter. I'm at full health. Because we got a free heal anyway when we got into the cutscene for Karakuri. So with that, import save state. This is number 40. Damn, so we actually broke 40 saves. That's amazing. Karakuri. There we go. My cat wants out. Hang on. And for anybody just tuning in, you might be wondering, like, what the hell is this guy doing? What's his problem? I'm doing a playthrough on 1.1.0 with the express intent of creating a bunch of save files using the Souls Speedruns save organizer. So I can upload it for anyone who wants to downpatch, and they can use my saves pretty much. Because when you downpatch, you have to start fresh. You don't have any save files anymore. If you have saves from the current patch, they do not go backwards. However, saves from this one, from 1.1.0, do go forwards, and you could update them and put them into the new patch if you wanted. But then they can't go backwards, so just make sure you back everything up. I mean, just in general, you should back up your saves. So, we started the playthrough last time, and this is part 2, we're finishing it today, and I'm doing no skill tree, because I want, regardless of which save file you boot up into, you can choose your skill tree, and then you could just very easily replace in the save manager. You could replace it. You could replace my save with your preferred skills. But I just want people to have the choice, in an effort to kind of encourage, you know, more choice, pretty much, more different playstyles. Oh shoot, that is not. We don't have reflex boost. We don't have reflex boost. 1, 2, and 3. I should probably heal. Oh my gosh, that makes such a difference. I have not done that in a long time, huh? Typically I don't have to think about that dodge. I just dodge into it. And like the frames are generous enough, but here I have to like actually pay attention. By the way, yes, you could just jump over them. That would be really, really smart. But I like dodging because it feels cool. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. Nice. 1 and 2, 3. Delay and 4. Good. Shield break, go for the full combo. Good. 1, 2, and 3. Anytime you get a shield break, you may as well just let it rock, you know? Ah, that's like the worst one. Thankfully, this is on normal, so I'm not gonna die, but that particular blink dodge has ended so many of my attempts, dude. If you go back and watch my, my New Game Hard No Camps run, literally, that particular blink ended dozens of runs. It was rough. It was really, really rough. Like, I just could not get a handle on the timing. Don't do that. Don't do that. Damn it. Alright, at least they all exploded pretty much right away. Are you gonna do something? Whoa, what is up with Karakuri right now? I think there's one Kokashi alive. Or maybe not, I don't know. 1, 2, and 3. I swear, I thought I heard one crawling around. 1, 2, and 3. Maybe I am schizophrenic after all. Nice. 1 and 2, 3, delay, and 4. Okay. Go ahead, do your thing. I mean, luckily that doesn't really matter, but... That's my last heal. Please explode. There's 1, 2. Alright. Damn it. Do I just spend the pump? No, I don't want to spend the pump. I don't want to. And I know this is ridiculous, but I don't want to... Because all of the camps have a limit of 3 pumps. And I bought the pumps that I have on from... What's her name? From Kaya. So I just want to preserve... I want to preserve any player's option to buy more pumps if they want. I don't know. Probably extremely unnecessary because, like, at this stage in the game especially, like... You're probably good, you know? You probably don't need to worry about that. What I will do is... Sorry. What I will do is I'll spend potions. Those I don't care about in the slightest. But the pumps I do care about, just because those are limited. Can I save my retribution for phase 2? That'd be nice. I'm gonna try to, actually, because that's when... I should do that anyway, because that's when all the Kokishis start spawning in mass. 1, 2, and 3. You know what? Interrupt this. I still had to tank that hit, unfortunately. 1 and 2, 3, delay, and 4. I can also make an effort to dodge more. Yeah, I need to start dodging. Otherwise, I'm gonna screw myself. One and 2, 3, and 4. Brutal. We did the dodging only challenge run not that long ago, but I forgot what the hell my strategies were at that time. I think probably what I did there. I probably did 1 and then 2, 3 in one dodge, and then 4 for the last dodge. But when I was doing that challenge, I did have reflex boost, which made it obviously significantly easier. Like, you have like twice as much time to dodge stuff, pretty much. Although, I'm actually not sure what the exact numbers are. I believe the base parry timing is 0.15 seconds. So I don't know, I'm sure the numbers are out there. Does anybody know, what is it, when you research focus boost, what is the parry timing, you know? Is it 0.30? Is it just times 2? 1 and 2, 3, delay, and 4. Good. 1, 2, and 3. I'm maybe alive? This is normal difficulty. Yeah, we're alive. Hell yeah. Let's go. 1, 2, and 3. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Good. Take it very easy here and just jump over her. 1, 2, and 3. Come on, give me phase 2. There we go, that should do it. Now we'll at least have a retribution to start off, which is great. Okay, good. lots of damage, as you can see. Shield break. Finish the combo. Oh, that wasn't good. 2 and 3, 4. One, 2, and 3. 1 and 2, 3. Delay and 4. Nice. I'm gonna heal, and I'm gonna use a grenade. The hell with it. That was actually a mistake. I wanted to heal, but then I popped the grenade, so I was like, eh. That's not good. May as well just commit. Spend a potion. Stay down. My stay down tech didn't work. Let's just revive, dude. I don't feel like doing this again. Just immediately punished. Wow, that was pretty brutal. Can't find any number on focus boost. Just from looking at mods, I found that... Requiem, which just from looking at mods, I found that the base one is 0.15 seconds. So, I figure, I don't know how much leniency it gives you, but... Let's load save state. And yes, I am loading the save state to preserve the 2 WB pumps. So now I should have 2 again. Maybe what I should have done is just gone for the offensive grenades. That would have been totally fine. In fact, let me see. In fact, how much does a grenade cost? Oh, I have plenty of them. I don't even need to buy them. Oh. Quitting out again just because I looked through the item menu. I know, it's so silly. I have mental problems, dude. Because I'm like, I want it to feel like a fresh save. And so if I go into the main menu, if I go into the item menu, and if I get rid of the little orange dots, it doesn't feel genuine anymore. Maybe this is more disingenuous because I'm literally going out of my way to preserve the pumps. Even the main menu I don't want to mess with, because we haven't touched anything so far. The only thing I've touched is literally this and this. Whatever, that's fine. I have 2 pumps, that's great. Hello, Raphael, thank you for tuning in. Okay, attempt number 4 or so. One, 2, and 3. Damage. Damage. 1 and 2, 3. Delay and 4. One, 2, and dodge. I'm gonna try to preserve some parries while I can. 1 and 2, 3, and 4. Like what? Nice, good dodge. Wherever I can, I'll try to preserve any parries. Good, I interrupted her spawns. 1, 2, and dodge. We're just about at phase 2, so this is optimal. 1 and 2, 3, and 4. Phase 2. There. Now she'll do her thing. We'll do 1 parry, get a retribution, and we'll be on our merry way. What happens if you use a grenade when they're stunned? Or rather, when they are groggy? I don't think I've ever tried that. I don't know what happens. Good dodge. Interrupt that. Whew, that was very close. No, not the Kokashis. No, damn it. Alright. By the way, this fight is a freaking nightmare just for these spawns. If it weren't for them, this fight would not be so brutal. But it is. It is brutal. And look, they're still not exploding. They're just shooting at me and making Star Wars noises. There we go, that's what I want. 1, 2, and 3. 1 and 2. Delay and 3, 4. Back up. Just gonna jump over this. No, not like this. And you see how tanky they are too? 2, 3. That's not the signal I wanted. Which is even the ranged attack symbol. I want them to self-destruct. Ouch, I didn't get the parry. Okay. There goes my no damage. They shot in unison? I've never seen that. I have never seen that. That's actually kind of cool. Leave me alone. What was this? That was brutal. Oh my goodness. The brutality. I'm gonna WB pump. Let's go Warner Brothers. Alright. This is getting out of hand. Again? Okay. This is crazy. Oh my gosh. Yeah. How would I normally handle those guys? If this was a normal playthrough, I would just do like a punish. I would do a descending break, most likely. Or I would do a punishing edge. That's what would normally happen. Goodness. What really blew my mind there was when they shot in unison. I have never in all my 800 plus hours ever seen the Kokishis shoot in unison. That was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. So let's reload. Load save state. It's kind of crazy. I can't believe I did this on New Game Hard. Same, even worse, because when we did it back then, I had no damage upgrades. So it was significantly harder in every respect. But we still got through it. I mean, it was for that reason, because what you're seeing now, this is just on a much smaller scale. But for that reason, that's why I think it was the hardest boss in that challenge run. Because we had to deal with probably like a dozen waves, or maybe more. We had to deal with a lot of waves of the spawns. So, it's pretty rough. Here, at least she's got a small health bar. At least we got that going for us. One, two, and dodge. Yeah, like in retrospect, I really can't believe we did that. It's crazy. One, two, and dodge. Get my damage across now, otherwise I never will. One, two, and dodge. I'm dodging just to save on the retribution, the balance points. Because I don't want her to trigger a retribution in phase 1. I want that to happen in phase 2. 1, and 2, 3, and 4. Yeah, we should make it. Nope, don't do that, don't do that. I just barely interrupted the spawns, that's good. Because in phase 1, you actually can interrupt them. In phase 2, it doesn't really work, it doesn't really let you. Like, you can sort of do it, but it'll be kind of buggy. 1, and 2, 3, delay, and 4. Okay, that should do it. One, 2, and 3. Just barely salvaged it, but we made it work. And that's phase 2. So now we do one parry, get a retribution. Damn it. Hey, at least it's not a one-hit kill. On hard, this is a one-hit kill. I will heal here. And I'm going to preemptively... No, I'll just do... Here, what I'll do is I'll just do a combo. Then down her. Then heal. Interrupt. 1 and 2, 3. Delay and 4. That's the worst attack. One, 2. Projectiles. And they're really tanky, I can't just kill them. You might think just attack them. I can't really do that. Trust me, I've tried. Because like if I had an upgraded slash, I could try that, yes. But we're not doing a skill tree in this playthrough, so I can't just upgrade my slash. One and 2, 3, delay and 4. 1 and 2, delay and 3, 4. Let's jump over this for safety. 1, 2, and 3. No, I'm not letting you do this again. I was not having it. That's Karakuri. Cool. Glad that did not take too long. Because we still got 4 boss fights ahead of us. Although, to be fair, UN, their blink attacks are all completely avoidable. Because you can just jump over them, and or sidestep right. It's not really a sidestep, I'm talking like dodge. Like you can just dodge right like this. It doesn't give you a perfect dodge effect, but you can just dodge to the right, and it'll work. I'm saying sidestep because I've been playing Tekken a lot recently. Let's just go up. Yeah, let's just go up. I was thinking, is there any reason to not just go up? And no, I don't think there is. Like, the only thing you could practice here is climbing the elevator shaft, but I mean, there's not much to practice, there's the thing. I'll let you guys listen to Everglow, and I'll have my snack. By the way, probably about 1 hour left in the stream, I would say. Hello, Blanket. Thank you for tuning in. Hell, let's make this an autosave, I guess. I'll call it Everglow Elevator. Because this elevator shaft, to be honest, it is a little bit weird. The pattern of these platforms it's like different each time. So sometimes if you have a really slow start, you'll have a quick ending. But there I had a quick start, so I think I'll have the slow ending. Where like the very last platform, I'll have to wait a long time for it. Yeah, as you can see here. Because sometimes this one that I'm waiting on will just be at my level already. That's, of course, if the bottom was slower. And I don't believe there's any way to get, like, a super fast RNG with this room. I'm pretty sure it doesn't happen. You always make it to the stream for Democrawler whenever you can? Nice. Well, thank you for dropping by. Okay, very nice.
Belial, コロニーのネットワークには接続できた？まだ何も反応なしです。こことコロニーとの間に何か見えない壁でもあるみたいで。きっとこの先にいるアルファネイティブが干渉してるんだと思います。ええ。地上からコロニーと通信ができなかったのもきっとそのせい。つまりアルファを始末すれば現状を打破できる。
All right, let's import. This is our 40-second save. So 042, close parentheses, Democrawler. Hell, these last few saves are going to be really easy just to name. It's just the bosses. Oh, hello, Pope. Thank you for tuning in. You're also playing some Stellar Blade? Hell yeah. What are you working on? Just like, collectibles or something? Or are you working on your own challenge run? Let me know. Now, Democrawler does have... he's got some blinks and repulses, but nothing really too serious. In fact, I remember the repulse you can jump over. You can jump over the repulse, if I recall correctly. And if you didn't know, most of his attacks you can just jump over like this. Not that you'd really want to. It's in my opinion easier to just parry everything, but if you had Beta Chain here, then it would be helpful. Oh, hold on. We're screwing up this fight completely. 1 and 2. Always takes me a second to realign myself with the different phases, or like readjust. Phase 1. Phase 1, his basic 3-string is 1 and 2, 3. In phase 2, it's 1, 2, and 3. So it flip-flops. Which is just so adorable, so cute. What a cute little boss. Just a new playthrough on normal, getting the groove back. Hell yeah. Cool, dude, enjoy. One and 2, 3. 1, 2. One. Oh my gosh, I'm thinking of phase 2. Damn it. Why am I doing that? 1 and 2, 3. Alright. Just remember that timing. Remember that particular timing. One, two, three, and dodge. Nice. 1. 1 and 2, 3. Whenever he does the palm down, if his palm is down, it's 1 attack. That one's like the easiest one to parry. Because there's no other timing. It's really just like a reaction one, honestly. The other ones is when it gets tricky. 1, 2, and 3. So as you can see, it inverts the timing. 1, 2, and whatever. That timing when he jumps and like spins around in the air, that's just an Abaddon timing. If you fought Abaddon, it's gonna feel really natural doing that one, that 3 string. One, 2, and 3. Let's get a nice shield break here. I could have jumped over that too. That was my bad. 1 and 2. 1, 2, and 3. He will also do the 1 delay too sometimes once he's in phase 2. 1, 2, and 3. Again, that's an Abaddon timing, straight up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and dodge. I'm dead. Damn, okay. Chill, dude, chill. Yeah, I don't want to waste the Warner Brothers pumps, so we'll just do it again. Oh, I forgot to use my gun. Yeah, let's do that. This time I'll use my gun and just kill him. Cute, that's an artificial eldritch horror. I see what you mean. This is true. Maybe cute isn't the best adjective. What I mean is that his attack, his timing, is the way he varies them is cute. It's very adorable. Because he's just doing strings. It is just doing strings. I don't know what this thing's gender is. 1 and 2. 1, 2. 1 and 2, 3. Have I played Bayonetta? Hey, Ashley Winklebauer, thank you for tuning in again. Yeah, we did a playthrough of Bayonetta on stream. But I've only played the first one, so I've never played 2 or 3. But as far as Bayonetta 1, we did do a full playthrough on stream, and it was fun. I mean, I had played it when it came out, we wanted to do a playthrough for the stream, so we did. Nice shield break. 1, 2, 3, and dodge. Hello, Chrissy Carpenter, thank you for tuning in. I should probably not look at chat in the middle of strings. 1, 2. 3's amazing. I haven't even played 2, and you know what's crazy is that I actually bought Bayonetta 2 on release. I got it when it came out. I never played it. Just been sitting there. One, 2, and 3. Don't do that. Don't do anything weird. 1, there we go. Just got back from Katy Perry's Lifetime tour. Oh, cool. I didn't know she was touring. One of my friends is obsessed with Katy Perry. She's like one of his favorite artists. And I know he's seen her like at least a couple times or a few times. Good dodge. 1, 2, and 3. How were your seats? Were you happy with the seats? 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My goodness. That string is just screwing me up. What is that? We're fighting Democrawler. You know, I wonder if on PC... like, I feel like some of these background textures would be cool to do comparisons on, because, like, on PS5, why would you put much effort into them? But, like, damn, they look really detailed still, just from... Granted, they're not close up, this is from far away, but I feel like they look so detailed. Anyway, maybe I'll just shoot him when he does that crazy string that ends in a blink. Move to Texas? Oh, that's awesome. Cool, congratulations. Hope you're having a good, you know, having a good time settling in. I know Texas is supposed to have like really low property tax, which is nice. That's like one of the reasons I know a bunch of old people who have moved there, like to retire. Because you can just get like a huge house for significantly cheaper than here in Florida anyway, like in Miami. So that's cool. I've only been to Texas once when I was a kid. 1, 2, and that's it. 1, 2. 1. Oh my gosh, that's right, this is phase 1. 1, 2. One, 2, 3. One, 2. I need phase 2 right here. There we go. Perfect. One, 2, and 3. This should deal a great chunk of damage. Past 50? Oh, that's right. Wait, no, there's no extra phase there. Why did it stop? That really just didn't deal much damage. Never mind. 1, 2, and 3. 1 and 2. 1, 2, and 3. One, 2. Stop. Just interrupt that. That's the one that's killed me a couple times now, so 1, 2, and 3. Now, if this was a normal fight and if I was spending all my resources, right here is a good opportunity to just keep attacking. Because during this phase transition, you can keep attacking and you will build up beta energy. So, little tip there. One, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. Oh no. 1, 2, 3. There we go. So put me close. I'm gonna spend my explosive shells too. Alright, decent. Nope. Oh my goodness, I was like thinking... First of all, that's so brutal. I'm gonna have to revive. That sucks. I was thinking, okay, if he goes for the AoE, because but I'm very conscious of that, right? If he goes for the AoE, my best options are to go back to the main menu and reload everything. Okay. I can either jump over it or I can just shoot him in the face, but he exactly, because I was using missiles at that point. I think the shotgun spread would have interrupted him, but wow. That is pretty brutal. That is pretty brutal. Let's load this one in. Okay, load successful. Goodness gracious. And if you're just tuning in, you're like, why don't you just use the Warner Brothers pump? Well, I want to save them because I haven't used any this playthrough. And I want to keep every single item shop kind of intact where I'm not buying any of their supply of WB pumps because of course they're limited. So, damn. Anyway. Kind of a good choke. Let me timestamp that. 248 choke. That's potentially worth clipping. I'm pretty sure it jumped over my missile, the rocket. Or explosive shell, I should say. 1, 2. 1. Again, anytime you see the underhand. 1, 2, 3. Sorry, anytime you see the palm down, that's a 1 hit. 1 and 2. Hold on. Actually, don't even listen to me. 1 and 2, 3. If he hesitates when he puts the hand up, that's the 3 string. So, and that changes from phase 1 to 2. 1, 2, 3. Delay and dodge. This is not a clean attempt like last time. 1 and 2, 3. I'm doing phase 2 timings. Notice how even in midair, you can still interrupt it. So that's why that was kind of a rough break. 1, 2, and 3. Oh, by the way, for my wonderful and awesome supportive channel members, we might do a channel member stream tomorrow. Tomorrow night. I want to play Final Fantasy really badly. And for anyone who's just watching who would like to support as well, just know I have a channel membership. 1, 2, and 3. And my channel membership is just $2 a month if you want to support me. But completely optional. I appreciate it either way. If you're just watching, you're also a hero. Because your time is valuable, so thank you for tuning in. Nope, don't do that. 1, 2, and 3. 1 and 2. 1, 2, and 3. So I'll get a retribution here, shoot him, and kill him. That's it. It should be pretty straightforward. He usually likes to do this big AoE, so I'll just shoot him out of it. Oh, he didn't that time. Okay, that's weird. 1, 2, and 3. 1 and 2. You've been playing Clair Obscure? Nice. Yeah, Pope, I really enjoyed it. Where are you at? Just without spoiling anything. Which act are you on? I'm gonna do my first playthrough of Clair Obscure on stream at some point this year. After we do Ghost of Tsushima, of course. Once we finish Ghost, that'll be the next game, I think, yeah. You know, what is that big arm that threw us out? Is that part of Democrawler? Is it an extension of Democrawler? Because, like, that's the true alpha, right? I guess it's part of Demogorgon. That would make the most sense, because Demo... we defeated, but Demo wasn't really exactly dead. Hmm. When I see gigantic bosses like this that are just like a whole landscape, I think of that boss in Devil May Cry 4, like the big, huge statue thing where you have to jump across like the platforms to fight bits of it. I like those huge scale boss fights. Oh, Act 1? Gotcha, okay, I see. Lampmaster? Oh, yeah, no, that is Act 1. That's Act 1. Cool, dude. Enjoy it while it lasts. There's also a surprising amount of side content in that game, which I'm not... So I watched my fiance play it, but I'm not watching her do the side content. So when we stream it, I'll have like a bunch of side content that'll be like new to me. So that'll be fun. I can share that with you guys. But yeah, like with our first time through, we just beat the game, and then she went in after, like, there's just so much to explore. It's so cool. The world is pretty big. Awesome. So that's demo. We got 3 bosses left. I think UN's gonna be really chill. Yeah, UN should be very, very chill. The boss after that should also be pretty chill, because the blinks you can jump over. And then the final boss should be very chill, because that's like the boss I know the most out of any of them. So I think Demo was just... No, Karakuri probably was our hardest boss. And then Demo, close second. And then everything else should be easier from here. How do I feel the parry in Clair Obscur compares to Stellar Blade or other games? I haven't played it. So I have not played Clair Obscur at all. I've only watched my fiance play it. So I haven't even, like... I don't even know the controls exactly. I know you parry with R1, and in my head I was like, I'm gonna change that to L1 automatically, since luckily I have a DualSense Edge. So the plan is we're gonna do our first playthrough on stream, but since I've watched her, I can't get spoiled now, which is great. So, but I'll still keep it like a spoiler conscious stream. I'm not gonna be spoiling stuff, but I've watched her play it, so I know the story, and I'm gonna share my first experience with you guys. So since I've already watched her, just from watching the game, you like pick up on some timings. So to make it more interesting, I was gonna do my first playthrough on the hardest difficulty, and I think it should be very fun. Plus, that game is it's fun to play just because of the music. So like, I'll have fun hanging out in the game world, because that's one of the big reasons I love playing Stellar Blade over and over, because of the music. Okay, so we're here. Buy some ammo. Get my damage upgrade. Bam, done. And that's it. Then I'll sit down. Am I going to publish the VODs? Oh, I'll do it publicly. So yes, it'll all be public. The only game that I stream for channel members only is Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. So I'm going to go ahead. Oh wait, let me sit down again. I don't want to mess this up. We're this close to finishing our playthrough and documenting all these saves. Okay, so there we go. Save number 43. Import save state. Rename. Okay. 043. Close parentheses. UN. Alright, let's go take her out. Thanks again, everybody, for hanging out. I do appreciate it. She's gonna do her tar pits to start. Watch. It's like every time. 1, 2, and 3, 4. Back up. Tar pits. And she flies away. Flies away again. 1, and back up. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Jump over that. Jump over that. 1, 2, 3, 4, and overhead. I forgot what string that was for a sec. I honestly forgot. That's not good. It's okay, I remembered quickly enough. Damn, get back here, woman. 1, 2. 1, back up. 2, 3. 1. We should have a phase 2 soon. There's our phase 2. You can dodge this, by the way. I was a little bit early on that. This one you just sidestep right. Literally, just walk to the right. This one we just run away. I'm being cautious and just jumping instead of dodging that. 1, 2, 3. Jump over that. Can I maybe play Bayonetta 2 and 3? Maybe one day, yeah. 1 and 2 and 3. I would like to. I mean, hell, I own Bayonetta 2, so if I'm gonna play it, I may as well stream it because I know it's not gonna be much longer than the first one, I would guess. And the first one is a short game. We did it in one sitting, so my entire Bayonetta 1 VOD is just a single stream, which is pretty cool that it's all there in one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nice, good timing. There's our insta-kill. Oh my gosh. So disoriented. Where am I looking? Anyway, that was a little bit rough, but we salvaged it. We salvaged it. Just about at phase 2 now. Or phase 3 rather. So here's phase 3, the end. She grows extra wings. Now she's in her most badass form. So we can't interrupt that. She should give us another insta-kill soon as well. Interrupt that. I need to stay locked on. 1 and 2 and 3. Delay and 4 and 5. Yeah, there's another one. One, back up. 2, 3. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, let's just kill her. Nice. How many hits can you generally get in before going in for the triangle attack? It depends. That's a great question. I'll answer you right after this cutscene. Okay, so typically, if it's... Okay, so first of all, the last UN and then the final bosses, with their insta-kills, if you shoot them out of an insta-kill and then they're groggy from that, you have way more time. So you can do, like, extra attacks. I believe, at least on base speed, this is all on base speed. If you have higher speed, of course, you can get a couple more attacks in, but, like, On base speed, you can do 4 of these cycles. So you can do 3 light attacks, bang, 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 and then aim. Whoops, hold on. You can do bang, 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 aim, bang, 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 aim, aim. So you can do 12 attacks like that. And then you do your retribution only on the insta-kills. Otherwise, typically, if it's like a normal boss, I would just do that 3 times. So I would do, you know, 1, 2, 3, aim, 1, 2, 3, aim. I messed it up there, but 1, 2, 3, aim, 1, 2, 3, aim, 1, 2, 3, and then retribution. Alternatively, you can also do 1, 2, 3, 4, charge it, do the beta chain, and then do 1, 2, 3, and then get going for the retribution if you wanted a little bit of burst. And actually, alternatively, depending on the boss, maybe it's easier for you to just jump and then do like the aerial string. You could do 4 and then do land, and then after the 7th hit, so 1, 2, 3, 4, land, 1, 2, 3, and then you have enough time for a shot as well. But like the boss that I do that on is Gigas, and at that stage in the game, I don't even have the gun yet, so... But that's on base speed. And yeah, in fact, I might be wrong about that. I think that you can actually do all 8 attacks also. So like for Gigas, for example, before you have your gun, you could just jump, do the aerial string, 4 attacks, land, do 4 attacks, and I think you can still get the retribution in there. But I think I typically just cut it short just to be safe, because with Gigas it's a little bit weird. For Gigas specifically, you can't just jump and start the aerial attack right as soon as he is groggy, because his, you know, this game has very good hitboxes. So because his character model kind of crouches a little bit, you have to jump and then start descending a little bit and then start your combo. If you do it right off the bat, like jump and start it, you're gonna miss like 3 of your hits and only the last one might connect because his head is kind of lower. So hope that answers your question. But yeah, that's all about retribution optimization. And of course, if you're in overdrive as well, you can get more in. In fact, when you do a retribution, you should try to be in overdrive, because doing a retribution charges your burst, and thus it'd be kind of wasteful. You'd be leaving some value on the table if you don't spend an overdrive, because like if you're full, you're wasting it. You know what I mean? Like you can't be at full and then get more burst energy. There's no overhead. So I try to also squeeze in an overdrive if I can. So you might just save yourself like 1 attack or 2 attacks and then do an overdrive and then go into the retribution. Really good question. Really good question. That's honestly probably worth doing like a video on and just showing the examples, because like I'm telling you like from memory, but if you haven't watched my stream like a ton, you wouldn't even know, like you might not remember exactly what I'm talking about, because there's again different permutations to, depends on the boss, depends on your speed, and if it's an insta-kill or not. So yeah, skip that cutscene. Alright, we're just about done. We are just about done. There's a lot of videos I'd like to make. I have like just too many ideas and I don't execute enough. But also I've been in like just kind of a rough patch, like in real life. It's been kind of tough, so trust me, there's so much I want to produce. Remember when I was talking about doing my boss guide videos? I still want to make those. I still know what I want to talk about and all this stuff. Like as a YouTube short series, there's so many things I gotta do, man. Alright, now, but it's okay, one step at a time. Right now I'm working on this tutorial. We're doing a tutorial video for down patching and we're creating save files, so we are doing something. This is productive. Okay, leaving for the nest. Now I'm gonna quickly use my damage upgrade and then I think we're good. Repair console. Because there's no repair console in front of Raven. That's done. And I got all the ammo. Alright, let's sit down. Sorry to hear that. Oh, it's all good, dude. Don't worry about it. It's temporary. It's temporary. No, it's literally temporary. It's just construction. Construction is making it hard to stream. So it's kind of a big downer, but it's not a big deal. Import save state. 044. Okay, so this is going to be leaving for the nest. In case someone wanted to do something before going and fighting Raven, you can. Now I will... Now we are going to fight the last two bosses. Thank you again everybody for hanging out and tuning in. Do appreciate it. And for the recent support that we've gotten, we're at 41 members, so that's pretty dope. Because last stream we had a couple gifted from Distorted, which is really nice. And then in between streams, so like while I was offline, we had Dev who resubscribed, so that's our 41st member. So pretty nice. We're on the road back to 50. Of course, it's always tough to... At this stage, I think we've only got like 3 or 4 gifted members at this time. And so I know what our true number is at, because gifted memberships, those don't resubscribe, because it's not like an automatic thing. You'd have to go in and like manually subscribe. So you can't count on gifted memberships, but like coming back. So I always mentally I keep like what's our actual number of members at, and you know we're at a good healthy number I think for a small stream. I'm very proud of the community that we've built. I hope everybody here's in the Discord. I think everyone here is, but if you're not, we've got a free Discord that's safe for work, so you can join. There's a link in the description. And actually, well, there's my Nightbot will post the link every so often as well in chat. So that's the same invite link. Alright, now, time for Raven. At least this one sells you infinite WB pumps. So now this deserves a new save. Import save, rename, bam. It's me 045, Raven. Okay, let's go fight her. This should be very chill. Raven's blinks, you can just jump over. So there's not really any extra danger. And her unblockables I'm used to dodging anyway, so... 1 and 2. 1, 2, and 3. 1 and 2. Just jump over that. See, nice and safe. I'm not gonna take any risks, you know? No need to. 1, 2, back up. 1 and 2. 1, 2, kind of a quicker 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Delay and dodge. 1 flash. I forgot the timing for a moment. You know what's crazy? When you clash, it does not count towards her balance. It just screws you out of it. Rough. 1 and 2. Oh, why did I do that? Kind of botched that. It's okay, not a big deal. One and 2. Just jump over it. 1, 2, and 3. 1 and 2. Oh, goodness. One, 2, 3, 4. Delay and dodge. No, I missed the Tempest. Ay, ay, ay. I'll just revive with the Warner Brothers pump. I don't feel like doing this again. 1, 2, 3. 1 and 2, 3, 4. Delay and 5. 1 and 2. 1, 2. Hey, Plastic Bowl, thank you for tuning in. You just finished watching the VODs of my first blind playthrough? No way. Hold on, I gotta read this. 1, 2. 1 and 2. Bang, bang. One, 2, and 3. 1 and 2. 1, 2, and 3. So, you finished watching the VODs of my first blind playthrough of the game and my first Eidos 9 visit. Awesome to see how excited you were about the game back at its launch. Great to see that you're still enjoying it too. Oh, thank you. Thanks for watching that. That's so cool. I can't imagine it's very, like, common for someone to go back and watch, like, old VODs. So that's cool that you found, like, any value in them at all. That's awesome. Because, you know, I all of my VODs are timestamped, so it's cool that they're getting some kind of use. That's awesome. Thank you for watching them. But if you thought I was hyped then, to be honest with you, I might have been more hyped during the PC launch. That was like a huge spike of excitement for me. That was just also a super fun stream. But yeah, no, back then, dude, I was extremely excited. I mean, I'm always happy to play this game. But yeah, that kind of that wondrous feeling of like, whoa, this is all new. It's very cool. Can't get that back. It's funny because, like, I think about it all the time, how many games I would love to forget, like, wipe my memory, just like Men in Black, forget everything about it. This is me using the Men in Black thing for some reason, like, you know, the flashlight thing. And then replay those games. There's so many games I'd love to do that with. Mostly survival horror games, like pretty much all the Resident Evil games would be awesome to experience for the first time again. Which is why I'm always so hyped to play, you know, like a new survival horror game that I'm excited about. But like, yeah, Stellar Blade, to just forget everything and go back and do it again, I would do that instantly. In fact, I would do that without any hesitation. I would happily sacrifice all the knowledge I have of this game, and like, I'm talking, forget all the parry timings and everything and just experience it again. That'd be really fun. So, maybe we'll have the technology one day to delete selective memory. Just forget about Stellar Blade and just re-experience it. Anywho, for anybody just tuning in, we're about to finish our no Skilltree playthrough while at the same time creating some save files. So that's what I'm working on. Basically, we're making save files that I'm going to upload, so because we're downpatched. This is the 1.1.0 downpatched version of the game. And if you downpatch, you can't use like new patch save files on the old version. So I'm going to be uploading my save files for anybody who wants to downpatch and use these saves to practice. And you could even download these save files and use them on the current patch as well, because it'll update them, but you just can't go backwards with saves. You wanted to for a while now, just never got to it because you were playing it yourself? But yeah, it was super fun to see. Also, made you remember how dope Spire was in its entirety. I know, right? Spire for the first time is crazy. Spire for the first time was amazing. Also, I was just on like some crazy high when I was playing through Stellar Blade for the very first time. Because, you know, I had been anticipating it. And I was lucky enough to be able to stream it. It was kind of like a weird streaming setup, not like now, but I was using, like, I bought a headset for my fiance. I just let her keep it because I don't have a use for it. That was the best mic that I could buy where I was at. And, yeah, it was a good time. So if you go back and if anyone goes back and watches my blind playthrough, I'm not going to sound like this. It's a headset mic. This is apparently a headset. This is telephone. What am I talking about? Although I think now kids use this for telephone. Like if you grow up in the last, like, whatever, 10, 15 years, don't kids now do this? Or like, no, probably this, right? This is a phone. This is phone instead of this. But growing up, this is what everybody did, right? Anyway, how did I get on this tangent? Let's wrap it up. We got We got our boy here, Providence. Although, I'm going to create a save file for either... You could use this save file for either boss, obviously, because I'll make it before the decision. And then you would just choose. So yeah, as you can see, I was not joking. I was fully expecting Democrawler or Karakuri and Demo to be like the harder bosses. UN, Raven, Providence, not worried about them at all. Because we've just fought them too much. You know? We have fought them too much. Especially Providence, dude. If we don't get this first try, I'll be disappointed. Not really. I'm not actually going to be disappointed. But we should get this first try, no problem. Not to mention we have damage. Not to mention we have lots of damage. 10-10, let's go. Actually, I'll do it here. Oh wait, let me buy one more pump. That way I'm at 2. And I'll touch this for one more autosave. There we go. Okay, now we're done. That's it. That's the last one. Import save state number 46. We made 46 save states. That is so sick. Final boss. Not the Halo clan, just this is the final boss. And so if you load up into here, you could just choose whichever boss you want. Feels nice to finish something. Granted, this didn't even take very long. We could have done this in one stream had I had the endurance when we started it, but day 1 we started pretty late in the day. It was like around 6 or 7 p.m. that we started, so that wasn't really viable. And we're doing the final boss for fun, pretty much. I don't have to do this because we have our save files, but yeah. 1, 2. 1. 1, 2. 1. 1, 2. And overhead, back up. 1 and 2 and 3. Delay, delay, and dodge. Damn. I think you can also sidestep to the right for that one. 1, delay, and overhead. That's a dodge, but it's like it comes overhead. I don't know, whatever. 1, 2. Point blank. Oh, I messed up. That, to be honest, is a tricky one, though. One and overhead. 1, 2, and overhead, back up. Overhead, interrupt that. 1, there we go. Get back here. Where are you going? Oh, he's doing this? Okay. 1, 2, and 3 and 4. A little bit off on 3. It's okay. 1, 2, and 3. By the way, that is... Hold on. 1. That's one of the reasons why that combo is so good. Because the recovery is so fast on the 4th hit that I was able to do the attack and still dodge. Or, in that case, I parried. 1, 2, because obviously you can't interact when you're in active frames of a combo. 1, 2, point blank, nice. One, 2, and overhead, back up. Overhead. 1 and dodge. That one's kind of tricky because you got to delay it. I personally look for the visual cue of when his hand starts coming over his body. That's when I go in for the parry, or the dodge. Or, yeah, the dodge. Because it's a retribution, and obviously we don't have retribution, or, sorry, it's a repulse. We don't have access to repulse because we're playing with no skill tree. Alright. 1, delay, and overhead. Or dodge, I mean. 1, 2. He should do his insta-kill very soon. 1, 2, and overhead, back up. 1, and 2, and 3. 1, 2. I should heal. But he's gonna do his insta-kill, so there it is. Oh, I'm using the wrong gun. Wrong gun, buddy. What am I doing? That should do it. So that's Providence. I'll do a little outro sequence and thank everybody again for watching, but that's the playthrough. Oh, we have abilities now. Let's go, dude. I've been wanting to use these. Let's use some of them, because yeah, we didn't have a skill tree, so let's enjoy. Nice. Damn, we're so strong. GG, thank you. Appreciate that. 1 and dodge. Great stream today. Thank you, Distorted. One, 2, and 3. Let's do counter chain 2 to finish it off. Give me any kind of parry. 1, 2. Nice. And then the Omni Slash. My bottle is now empty. I need to get some more water. Thank you guys for the GGs. I really appreciate it, everybody. Distorted, Requiem Lich, Plastic Bowl, Pope, Blankets, Ashley Winklebauer, Chrissy Carpenter. Who else did we have in here? We had Raphael, Agatoki, an Arabic name, I can't read that. Joshua Gonzalez. But thank you nonetheless. Loki. That's as far as chat goes. I can't scroll up anymore. Okay, hang on. What about top fans? Anybody else that I could possibly say thanks to? I think that's everything. So yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out. I do appreciate it. I will upload the save file pack once I make my tutorial video. And then I'll, you'll see that as a video on my channel. Yeah, I hope it helps someone. Let's do as many counter chain 1s as I can. I want to try to kill all the angels. Oh, that wasn't a good one. That caught some. No, it went the wrong way. This is not very effective. What if I do this one? That seems great. That honestly seems better right there. Because I have killed all the angels before, where like they start spawning in from the sides. No, I'm going the wrong way. Oh, I must have been locked on. Ah, well, whatever. Do I know when I'll upload the clips I made during this run? What do you mean? Do you mean like just some of the random little things, like YouTube short stuff? That's, for me, that's kind of random. If you mean like a compilation, I'm not going to do a compilation on this stream. Like a condensed stream, I do. So let me get through the credits because they're kind of loud. Great credit song. Just kind of loud, so you might not be able to hear me. Oh, mostly the Matrix 11 jump thing. Oh, right. Yeah, that one, I can upload that right now. That'll take a moment to just edit. Because there's really no editing. I just have to render it and then upload it to YouTube. However, yeah, for that one, I probably do want to have some kind of exposition. Like, I might want to talk through it because it's not that obvious, like some of the other skips. So I might add some commentary. That's going to be literally by tomorrow. By tomorrow, I should be able to quickly put my tutorial together on downpatching and, you know, upload my save files to probably a Google Drive or maybe like a Mega folder or something like a Mediafire folder. I don't know, one of those things or all of them. I'll just have backups. And then at the same time, I'll work on putting out that clip. But yeah. But there's other clips that there's other speedrun skips I need to create my own recordings of that have been found since the game came out on PC that I don't have any clips of myself. So there's other things I gotta record. For sure, but that's it. Again, thank you so much everybody for watching. I do appreciate it. I hope you have a good rest of your weekend. And if you're interested in the save files, just stay tuned to my channel because I'll make a video about downpatching with the save files in the description or like in the pinned comments, so you won't be able to miss it. Yeah, have a good night, everybody. Thanks again for hanging out. Peace.